PT sickos, MT sickos. We're about to get into Santa Claus talk. We're going to talk a little Santa Claus talk in case there's any little ones in the room next to us that could maybe hear us. We're about to talk Santa.
Papa Team 6, welcome to another episode of For the Dads. I hope your trash is taken out. I hope you're sitting around the fire in the evening. I hope you guys are making Christmas cookies with the fam. This is a show for the dads, by the dads. My name is Will Compton. I got Fat Stafford over here, Sherman Young.
Hello, hello.
He is a father of 5-month-old Scarlett. I am a father of a 3-year-old Rue and a 1-year-old Scotty. We call her Scottzilla. This is a pod for dads, new dads. Maybe you're part of Seaman Team 6 with Chef Jack, where you're young, you're just slinging the lead for fun. We like to call our army as fathers Papa Team 6. If you want to etch yourself into the fatherhood of Papa Team 6, you can go to bwtb.com. You can buy merch. I'm rocking it all right now. I have some Christmas bussin' merch. We have Christmas merch for the dads. I have this beanie on top of my head. Sherm's got some stuff that he's rocking. We got For the Dads hats. We got everything for the dads. If you are for the dads, you are in the right spot. Again, you can go to bwtb.com to shop before Christmas gets here.
If you're listening to this and you're going, Willie C, I already know all this, you're a PT sicko.
Yeah, they're PT sickos.
They're PT sickos, which is the elevated version of PT6.
Yeah, Papa Team 6, PT6.
Yeah.
And we say that, though, because we know the group chats are getting louder. This podcast is starting to get shared around. I know PT6 is out there working. Hey, there's this dad podcast out there. I think you like it. The boys, they talk shop. They talk a little noise. They talk about being a father, being a husband. They laugh a lot. They talk about how bad it sucks, how awesome it is, all at the same time. We laugh, we cry, we smile.
I'm getting tagged on Twitter. I got guys in my mentions. They're saying, oh, Sherman, my wife leaned over to me and said, hey, when's Santa going to build that pink Jeep?
I saw somebody hit us up on social. They were out in the garage trying to put that thing together.
The space heater. I said, hey, tell her, hey, Santa's got a Heisman ceremony to watch. He's a big CFB sicko. Huh?
I feel that too. A couple Christmases ago when Rue was 1, my dad got her this Chevy Silverado that she could ride, that she could drive around.
That's
and
so
I'm like,
fun.
Dad, she's 1. She can't be in this thing yet.
Yeah.
So it just sat in the garage for like an entire year. And I'm like, well, all right, I'll just pull this thing out of the box and we'll get it going. I open the box and all the parts are laying there in the box. Son of a bitch, I got to put this thing together.
One shell's knees were buckled.
I put the tires on wrong a couple times. I had to take it apart. Son of a bitch.
Oh, man. I interrupted your intro, though. We were talking PT sickos. We were talking going to bwtb.com.
Yeah, whether you're a veteran father in the game, whether you're a new dad, whether you're an aspiring dad, we're a couple of dads with Chef Jack back there and Derek, the funkle of the whole group. It's basically like pulling up a chair in the garage, ripping a couple Ollie Pops, maybe a couple Bud Lights, and just talking noise about our week, the week that we had. And speaking of new dads, I have a couple shout outs. So there's a few ways to engage with us. We love the community that we build out there on For the Dads. Shout out whether you're tuning in right now on YouTube. Make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube channel, For the Dads. Shout out everybody out there listening on audio. You might be listening on the way to work right now. If you're on Apple, Spotify, Google, the Amazon one, all the audio platforms out there. Thank you guys. Yeah, Galaxy Pod. Thank you guys for tuning in. And also the people who are, we got a video version up now on Spotify. Those comments, people are leaving a lot of comments. We've seen a big spike on Spotify because we started releasing the video on Spotify. And again, there's that little automated message at the top. If you want some automated ad-free listening on For the Dads, make sure you go to For the Dads on Spotify, our separate channel on Spotify, because again, we're under the timeline of our Bussin' with the Boys channel. But if you want automated ad-free listening, you can get that on our Spotify channel, For the Dads.
That is too, Will. That's the only place the video's at. When we don't have the video on the Bussin' one. So if you want the video on Spotify, you got to come to ours as well.
Great reminder by the Uncle Derek right there.
They go deek.
Go Deke. But again, like I was saying, we love the community we're building. There's a lot of ways to engage with us. We're on social media at For the Dads Pod. You can leave comments on YouTube, Spotify, shoot us DMs, all of the above.
Yep.
We do a hotline where we play voicemails at the end of the episode. That is at 601 The Dads to get featured on the show and get free merchandise. If you're international and you can't call into the hotline, you can also reach us at 601thedads@gmail.com. And shout out again the new dads. I have some comments right here. One from JJ Smith on Spotify. 30 degrees changing a tire, good. 9 degrees in Michigan and under my car replacing my muffler after shoveling and salting, good. I get to be a physically, mentally, and emotionally capable enough male to be able to do this and whatever else needs to be done, good.
Good. I got for also new dads a porch on Spotify. We're seeing those Spotify comments. My wife is one of the cryptic one, fellas. But the most important lesson I've learned with her is if she doesn't want to get up and get our boy overnight or in the morning, she'll tap me on the shoulder and ask, hey, do you want to get him or me? And fellas, let me tell you about the cold shoulder I got the one and only time I asked her to get him. I learned quick that if she's fine getting him, she's just going to get up. But if she taps me and asks, buddy, it's dad's turn, no questions asked, I'm being called up. Calling in the lefty.
I love that because that's a pocket there where you have some choices to make. Because sometimes Charles hit me with, do you want to go up and get him? And if she tosses me the question, I know it's like she's wanting me to go.
Oh, yeah.
Because if she was fine doing it, she'd already go up there.
Oh, yeah.
But every now and then she'll be like, do you want to go up and get him? And I'll just be like, I think you'd be a great fit for this moment.
You know what, Charo? They love the way you do it. I wouldn't deprive the kids of that.
Or are you asking me? If you're asking me, I'd rather not.
I think I'm going to finish this game.
Yeah, if you're letting it be up to me, I'd rather not. I will if you want me to. I'd rather not. I think you'd be great for this moment right now.
And thank you for communicating with me and like asking me beforehand.
And by the way, for a shout out here to Charo, Gabriella Sestra on Spotify. Laugh my ass off. MT6er here. That's Milk Team 6. That's our female audience. I am Charo. Mommy can't play yet. I have to do X, Y, and Z. A subtle hint to my husband to get his ass up.
Oh, shout out. I saw a lot of those from that video. There were a lot of MT6ers resonating. Mason Cole on Spotify says, PT6 member with an almost 2-year-old baby girl Kennedy. Boys, I'm on the trenches taking heavy fire. Wife is in her first trimester with our second and feeling like absolute shit 24/7. No morning sickness. We're talking all day sickness. Every day after work, she gets home and basically goes to bed. And I know it's time to put on the eye paint and go to war. Nobody is coming to save me. Getting dinner ready, clean up, playtime, bath, and bedtime. But I get to do this. I don't have to. GBR wolf emoji.
GBR wolf
Mason
emoji. Cole. Man,
a dog.
There's so many times now, Derek, to where I got to just say in my head, like, I get to do this.
All the time.
Because, buddy, over the weekend, I was a little, I don't know if you can hear the nasal in my voice, but I was a little under the weather.
Same.
Little under the weather.
Yeah.
And I had the kids a couple times solo because God bless my wife. She went and did some volunteer work at the food shelter.
Oh, that's awesome.
For some repackaging, some organizing, some sorting.
Oh, the can sorting stuff?
I believe so.
I love doing that.
I believe so. So she was gone for a nice chunk of time on Saturday, and I got the 2 minions, bro. And look, Scotty, she's 1, and she's all over the place. Like I was saying, alluding to it last week on the podcast, she's climbing the Christmas tree. She's tearing down ornaments. She's getting in every cabinet. She's got to put everything that is organized. It's got to be on the floor. Yeah. And God bless her. And Rue, she's in this phase as a 3-year-old, and the dads out there with the toddlers right now, they probably feel my pain. The parents out there with the toddlers, but Rue's just in this phase where everything is, look at me, watch me, Dad, look at me, watch this. And I'll be like,
and then what does she do?
She'll hit a few reps. And I'll go over there. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's incredible, sweetheart. And then it's like, I'll go over and try to like just nuzzle up on the couch or something. Like, hey, do you want to color? You want to do this? I got her coloring. We went to Stay Golden on Saturday morning.
Oh, yeah.
And she was busy coloring Christmas trees and ornaments on these worksheets. So I made a heady play. This is a dad hack right here too. If you're kids, you're at a restaurant or you go somewhere and they got some stuff for kids where they can color, they can use crayons. Make a heady play. If you see them very involved and focused in coloring on this worksheet, go ask them for extra worksheets so you can bring them home. She was fired up to color this Christmas tree and ornaments.
Yeah.
And so I brought like 4 home. So I'm like, all right, well, mom's out. If Rue's not, I'm not going to have her do her. If she already used up her TV coupon, she's going to have to do things that keep her busy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to manipulate this to where when Scotty is down for her nap in the middle of the afternoon in that 1 to 3:30 range, that could be some father quiet time since mom's gone.
Yeah.
So I got the worksheets out and this whole look at me, watch this phase that I'm about to get to. I give her the worksheet. She is elated. We got a full box of crayons. And I get her set up because I'm trying to go and watch this documentary that I've been consuming, the Diddy documentary. By the way, that documentary is wild.
Binged it.
Wild
doc.
And as she's going, dude, every 30 seconds, she color an ornament or a flower or a part of the tree. She'd color one little thing and I'd have to get up and walk over there. Dad, come look at the ornament. I'm like, oh my gosh, you used blue. And then I'd go and like sit like, sweetheart, focus in. I'll come check, get the whole tree going. Then tell me when to come over.
Let the heart turn black on
Dad, come here. Like, check this out. Oh my God, you use yellow. And I, sweetheart, like just color the whole tree and then let me know when you're done and then I'll come check it out. I'm sitting there watching the documentary and she's locked in and she's like, Dad. And I'm like, yes, sweetheart. She's like, will you come sit with me? I'm like, yeah, sweetheart, I'll come sit with you. Pause the documentary, go over there and sit with her. I got to watch her basically the entire time. What color do you think here? Can't use red, can't use blue, can't use orange, can't use green, purple, pink. And I'm like, sweetheart, you got to be able to mix. You got to be able to repeat some colors.
Yeah.
Talk her into it. But this phase, man, is, I mean, it'll beat you down.
Yeah.
It'll be, Sherm, I'm talking, hey, dad, come here, watch me. And I'm like, I walk over there. I'm like, what is it, sweetheart? And she'll be like, just that. It'll be. And I'm like, I'll stare at her and I'll say, is that it? She's like, yeah, watch. And I'm like, oh my God, that's incredible.
You're going to have to practice in the mirror like 20 different reactions to her stuff. You gotta expand your bag.
Like, sweetheart, you gotta. What are we looking at?
Tell him what you said about the Christmas cookie that she made when you texted into the group about the Christmas cookie.
I put that one out on Twitter.
Did you say what you said in the group?
Yeah. I'll be telling the boys like, hey man, I'm telling you, I think Rue is going to be she is going to be smart, bro. Like she is ahead of the game. And then I'm like looking at her making this little Christmas cookie and just, it's all different colors. It's just plumps. What are you trying to call it? Like mounds of icing in different spots. It's uneven. It's very below average. And I'm looking at this cookie and I'm like, sweetheart, I look over at my wife. I'm like, we think she's going to be smart. And then she makes a cookie like this.
He sends that into the group message with the PubG, like Coop and Jared. And both Coop and Jared go, what's wrong with the cookie? And I'm reading this way later after y'all have had this conversation. Yeah. Will's like, she's using all different types of colors. Look, there's 3 different types of glitter on it. I told her she was grounded. He told her she was grounded. He was obviously kidding. But
up until now, I thought he was really, really proud of it, and I was just like, it's a cookie, Will.
Obviously, when we're sitting there doing our Christmas cookies, I'm fired up, but I'm like laughing to myself because I look at her because she's like, check this one out. I'm just like, Dad, look. I'm like,
what are we looking at?
Sweetheart, that shit is trash.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I'm trying to find True Goons. There it is. Our group chat's called True Goons. I dropped the picture in, and you can put the tweet up too, Chef, but I dropped the photo of the cookie in there. They're like, me, man, I'm telling you, Rue's smart as hell for a 3-year-old. Rue's Christmas cookie. Jared laughs, and then he goes, I don't even know what's wrong with it. I said, that icing game is trash. I said, 3 colors, 3 different types of sprinkles, clumpy. And then I randomly put after that, she's grounded. And then Jared goes, which, by the way, I looked at Charo and I said that before Jared even sent this message, I was like, sweetheart, what are we doing with yellow icing? Like that's not a Christmas color. Like you could have just left the icing white. Because you put the food coloring in it to change it up. Like we could have just done red, green, and white. Because I'm sitting here trying to build Santas. I'm trying to build all these different things. Then we just got yellow sitting there. And Beeman goes, honestly, true. Also yellow, it's Christmas. I said, yeah, my wife got a verbal lashing for that as well.
I was reading those laughing so hard, dude.
People right out there, what are they talking about right now? It's late. Look, it's Sunday night.
It's Sunday night.
Sunday night. What time we at? It's about 9 p.m.
Oh, yeah.
After the kids went down.
Talking about I get to.
Yeah. That's what we were talking about.
On Saturday night, bless my mom's heart. I love my mother, Miss Amy. She listens to every episode. Miss Amy, I love you. She came in town to hang out with me and Jill, help take care of Scarlett, let Jill and I have a little more relaxing time. My mom is very talented artistically. She has her own art company, and she had a gallery for years and at Amy Young Art. And that's at Amy Young Art with 1 Y. I always told her that makes it a little complicated, Mom, because it's at Amy Young Art, but there's just 1 Y. So I still want to give her a shout out.
Shout out, no free shout out.
Shout out, no free shout out, Miss Amy. Am Young Art. But she's extremely creative. She did a lot of interior design work back in her day. It's about 7 p.m. on a Saturday. And she's like, Sherman, now I don't want to upset Jill, but I'm looking at y'all's living room and dining room setup, and I really think that we could really rearrange everything.
Oh, no.
I go, oh. She goes, I'm thinking the couches move here, the dining room table moves here. Granted, I'm feeling like shit on Saturday, and I've not communicated this at all to my mom or my wife. So now I know it's too late for me to cop out and say, hey, I feel like shit. So I don't know if this is a good time.
Cop out what? Cop out on what?
Cop out on helping with the redesign.
No.
Wait.
I wanted to, like, R.I.P. my mother. But if my mom would be over at our house and pull me aside, being like, hey, I think we could do a lot of redesign in the living room. I just put my hand on her shoulder and be like, hey, Mom, I love you. If you feel confident enough to tell my wife
that's what I did,
that we need to redesign this house, I'm letting you know right now you're on your own. And when that grenade happens, because it's going to be explosive, I'm going to be on my wife's side. But if you want to step into the jungle, be my guest.
So I tell my mom, I say, you're kind of pitching the intern right now. You got to talk to the lady upstairs. I got no say in this situation, but if you sell Jill on it, then we could look into it. Thinking around 7 p.m. on a Saturday that, and Jill was all but so excited for the redesign ideas. Loved Miss Amy's ideas. And
she loved them for real?
Loved them for real. And we got to cracking.
Oh my gosh, bro. When you brought that up, I was like, oh my God, how is this going to go down?
I thought we missed an entire portion of the argument, because when you were like, and then I was going to miss out on the redesign, I thought there was a whole story about them at conflict. I wrote down 4 title names for the episode about the conflict.
There was zero. You're telling me there was zero conflict?
Zero conflict.
Mother-in-law comes into the house. Hey, I think I don't really like the look of this place. I think we should redesign some stuff. She approached Wifey, and Wifey Jill, Queen Jill. She was just all on board. It was smooth sailing.
I will say this. As far as the redesign stuff, she was exactly right. Like, she really was exactly right on all. And it was more so.
So you're calling your wife stupid?
Not at all.
I'm just kidding.
I'm joking. No, not.
Did you see it? Did you see his eyes? No. I'm just kidding.
I had flashbacks of my cage waiting for me back then. Well, you said what on the pod?
You know what? My mom was exactly right. That place was a dump.
My house looks like shit. I do have some before and after photos that I'll send to you, Chef. But it opened up a ton of space. But dude, I lifted up 2 chairs, rehung some paintings. And I was just sitting there on a Saturday just thinking late into the evening, oh my gosh, I get to do this. I get to do it.
What happened with it? It sounded like there was some conflict when you were feeling under the weather and you should have told him. You didn't say anything.
Yeah, I just had to nut up or shut up. And then I got really lightheaded and like super pale and like honestly was starting to feel a little dizzy. And I was like, honey, I have to sit down. She was great about it. She was like, hey, let's sit down. It was a huge bummer though, because we were going to have a date night that night. And so we were going to move all this furniture around like right before our kind of late night date night. And yeah, I was just feeling like crap. So we missed out on that. That was kind of a dad loss. But I'm feeling a little bit better.
Good. Get on the other side of it as well.
Yeah.
But hey, dizzy? Good.
Good.
You know what happened at our house is, you talk about a Willy One Shelf story. Your boy got active over the weekend. And, you know, I'm talking heavy lifting.
What were you doing?
Something with the heat went out. Not out, but the upstairs got like around 80 plus degrees. So it was really hot upstairs, not downstairs. And we shut the system off. Yeah. But it was still blowing hot air. So I'm thinking, what's going on? Yeah. And so I hit up my boy, shout out Robbie. And he's giving me all these little instructions. Go up in the attic, you know, check this, send me the serial number of that.
Is he an HVAC guy?
Yeah, he's an HVAC guy.
Yeah.
He's like, check the breakers. I go out to the main breaker circuit and I don't see heat or AC or anything on it. I see like living room, bonus room, bathroom. I shoot him a picture and I'm like, buddy, I don't see the heat or the AC on this thing. And he's like, you might have to go outside by the unit.
Woo!
Run outside.
I say,
breakers. Hey, sweetheart, you stay inside. I'm going to throw the shoes on. I'm going to go outside.
Was it behind some bushes too?
It was next to a bush.
Yep.
I go back there. The AC unit's running. It's like, and I'm just kind of do one of them lean back and I'm looking at it.
You adjust your hat a little bit?
Yeah. I think that's the breaker circuit right there. Open up, wiggle the breaker circuit, realize there's just a little latch on the side, open that up. I see all it says is AC breaker. So I send him a photo. I'm like, so just flip these off. And he's like, yeah, flip them off. Step back, AC, the unit shuts down. And I'm like, all right, I think I got it. Went inside, looked at my wife. I was like, I think we just wait now. Go upstairs. Let's turn all the systems off. All systems off, breakers off. It says you can go quick. You can do a quick reset, 5 to 10 minutes. We're going to wait 30. Yeah. Because we're going to make sure the systems are going to be a go when we get this thing sparked back up. Go upstairs. Hot air still blowing out.
After you hit the breaker?
After I hit the breakers, bro. But the people who are true HVACers out there, the true sickos that understand this game, they're probably like, oh, Willy, it was probably just the AC unit, not the heat one. There's a heat one as well.
Oh, you have 2 units. One for heat, one for AC?
Yeah, I believe so.
There you go.
Call up Robbie. Hey, bro, when heat's still coming. All systems are off. I flipped the breakers off. Heat's still coming.
It might even be hotter.
Yeah. Will, you gotta go up to the attic. There's gonna be a gray box sitting there by the unit. Yep. You'll find it, open it up. If it says heat, there's your heat one. Get the ladder down from the attic, you know. I'm feeling like people talking about Willy One Shelf. Will is handling business right now.
You hit the Peter Pan pose again before you go up the stairs.
I said, sweetheart, I'm gonna have to go up in the attic.
Do the dramatic click of the flashlight.
I'm gonna go north of the wall. Where's the tape measure?
If I'm not back in 10.
Hey, you know what?
You call 911.
Start feeling around my pockets. Before I go up there, let me get a hammer and a tape measure. Flip off the breaker. You don't know what you're gonna need.
You just go up there with like a little thing of dirt and dust and just put it all over yourself after you hit the breaker.
I flip down the ladder. I'm climbing up on the ladder, kind of a fragile ladder, and I'm like holding on.
Oh yeah,
sweetheart, you got the kids down there? All right, you guys stay downstairs. Don't come up here. This is big boy stuff.
Oh, whoa! Hey, don't come up here. Don't come up here.
I'm looking at the unit up in the attic, and it's a big boy. It's got the big silver tubes going out everywhere, and I'm kind of like looking around. Send him a photo of the serial number. We're checking to see if we're still under warranty, because he's like, it might be the master board. It's not communicating correctly with the system.
Yeah,
but you got to shut it down, Will. You got to shut it down up there. I see the gray box over there. I kind of prop it open. I see that's just a simple switch. Heat. It says heat, big written. I'm like, all right, here we go. This is the heat. Like, I don't want my wife to know this ain't some big boy stuff. I just randomly yell, ah, damn it. It's all good up here, sweetheart. It's all good up here.
Compton, lock in.
Yeah. Flip it off. System shut down. Text Robbie, hey, I shut it down. He said, all right, now you just wait. So we waited. I'm going around and I close. So we wait like 30 minutes, kick it back on. But this is when my wife was out volunteering. So I kick it back on. I'm keeping her posted. Like, hey, I think I got the systems reset. I think we might be good to go.
Yeah.
But it starts blowing out hot air again. So we might have like a master board issue with the HVAC unit, where it's like it's not communicating with the system correctly.
Yeah. And you can't, I don't want to go too deep into it for anybody not interested, but I do have a legitimate question for you.
Go ahead.
Something that my parents did with the heat rising, you have a lot of open air space in that house.
Yeah.
Do you have floor vents in the upstairs? Is it floor vents?
No floor vents in the upstairs.
All ceiling vents?
Floor vents on the first level.
Okay. And then ceiling vents on the top level?
Ceiling vents on the top level.
If it's easy for you, you can close all the ceiling vents.
Closed them, buddy.
And that didn't even help?
No, that ended up helping, because again, it's blowing out hot air.
Good.
So I'm like, we had like a really cold Sunday.
Yeah.
But it was still it was like 30 to 50 on Saturday. And so as we're about to do bedtime and everything else, we're opening the windows until they actually go to bed. But we got the windows open, trying to funnel through. And then I'm standing on beds. Like, I got this metal pole and I'm closing the vents in the ceiling.
Yeah.
I was working.
You were working.
I was working.
You crushed it.
Thanks, man.
Hey, that's actually a huge dad hack, by the way. We have a very small upstairs, but we closed all our vents during the winter months and just blast that heat downstairs, and it filters all up.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, didn't really close the vents in the bonus room where we were Chef Jack and I, we were on PubG on Saturday night. Finally had kind of an open weekend. It was just Army Navy on Saturday, so there wasn't a lot of college football. Nothing that I felt like I had to stay on top of, so it felt like a free night. And I just told my wife, once we got the kids down, sweetheart, I'm gonna go get something in with the boys, man. I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna play some video games. And so I was up there sweating.
Oh yeah,
because it eventually got pretty damn hot in there, and I'm sitting there sweating when we got our chicken dinner on PubG. Shout out the boys, shout out the Goon Squad.
Shout out the Goon Squad.
It's a fat dub for the Goon Berets out there.
Can we get a little Chef Jack get his thoughts on playing with the boys the other night? How was it?
It was good, man. I hadn't played video games with a group of friends in a long, long time.
He got called up to the big leagues.
Yes.
Because you were out. You was rocking with Mom and Wifey.
Yep. It was fun. Will had kind of a boomer moment with his headset. That took about... You think I wasn't going to bring that up?
Wait. Because I did hear a little something about this.
I have no boomer moment, man.
If I
wireless headset, Turtle Beach, top of the line. And it wasn't communicating with the Discord. I couldn't hear the boys.
If I can tell y'all my side of it is I'm passing in and out of sleep. I'm sweating out some stuff. I'm not really checking my phone other than just kind of surviving through the night. So I wake up the next morning and it seemed like y'all's plan to play was 8:30-ish. Or 9. Yeah. And then I just see a string of texts, which we could provide to you, Jack, of Will, we can hear you. You can't hear us. Will, check this system. And I do the thing where you scroll the text to the left and see the timestamps. And it was like a hour and a half affair, it seemed like.
The boys are sitting there hating on me, and I'm just like, hey.
We were talking to go, I think it's a Will issue. And Coop's like, yeah, it's definitely a Will issue. And then
Coop said something about that age, man. You get up there.
Oh, no.
I'm like, I text, this shit ain't got nothing to do with age. Coop.
I
Fuck
got a
you.
TikTok, Coop. I'm with it.
I'm on TikTok. I ain't just on Facebook.
That's incredible. And then Coop with the 8-kill game.
Yeah, Coop
That's
with an 8-kill
crazy.
game.
Went off.
He crushed it. We got a chicken dinner.
How did Jack play?
Chef Jack played awesome.
Okay, good.
We got in there with a squad, a dude who was in the Marines. When we had a fourth, because Coop got off, the Marine joined us and he was telling us about how it went down. Like, he's like, I like to use the stuff that I use for real. And I'm like, I like to use the stuff that I think I would do for real.
Hey, that's a really good point. That's a really good point because I think I'd use this M2 mutant. If I was.
If I was in the shit for real.
What was his username? But you got to shout him out.
What was it? Recon?
Yeah, Recon something.
Recon Rob or something like that.
Interesting guy, but he was cool.
Yeah. But I got on eventually at like 9:30 because I was gone. Was it Wednesday early through? Yeah. I got back like Thursday afternoon, and then Friday we had the double date night. So we streamed on Thursday night. So I missed bedtime on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So my wife's hit me with like, you got double bedtime duty on Saturday and Sunday. I just like laugh out loud. She hits me when I'm not around her. Like, I think I was over here or something. She just texts me. So you got double bedtime duty on Saturday and Sunday? And I just laugh out loud. Sure. I guess. But on Saturday, before I could goon with the fellas, I'm going up there with Scotty at like 7. And then I come out when I get Scotty down and Charles down there. That's when they was doing the Christmas cookies. We doing Christmas cookies at like 8 o'clock. I'm like, hey, it's bedtime, bro. But Rue was all fired to do Christmas cookies. I know it's kind of like a tradition. I know like in this episode, we're going to be talking about Christmas traditions.
Oh, yeah.
Holiday shopping, but we were hitting the tradition of making Christmas cookies. Then she hits me with like, oh, you should have made the dough while I was gone. You should have made the dough while I was gone. Sweetheart, I don't know how to make the dough. Or the whatever, the what is it? Yeah, the dough, the cookie dough.
It's correct.
Like the butter and the eggs and the flour or whatever. I don't know. You got this mixer out. I don't know.
Hey, listen.
And I ain't going to sit there while Ruth bosses me around on how to make cookies.
What the hell's a KitchenAid, babe? What do you mean it's in this cupboard? I've never seen this thing before.
Yeah.
And that KitchenAid could take your hand off if you're not careful.
Yeah.
Got to be careful with that thing.
So anyway, I'm putting Rue down at like 8:30 at night. It was probably like 9:30 when I left her room and ended up joining the boys. But
there you go.
Solid weekend.
I had a
tonight I finessed. It is Sunday night. I finessed Rue because Rue was like, Mama, you're going to do better. Because Charles was gone. She was working this morning. So I had the kiddos making breakfast. Just being all-star dad, dude.
Yeah. Being a rock star
being
as
a
usual.
Rock star, just crushing it with the kiddos. And the in-laws came over for dinner. And Charles like, it's bath night for the kids. I'm like, oh. And she's like, what was the nose? Like nose touch, like not it or something like that. What's the nose thing?
Goes.
Nose goes.
Yeah. Nose goes you. And I'm like, yeah, I figured it was me. So you want me to do bath time for both of them and double bedtime? I'm logging this in my brain. I'm not saying it out loud. She's hearing me say it out loud. She's hearing me say it out loud as she listens to this episode right now. I'm like, yeah. Hey. So I'm in there scrubbing the kids, get the bag clean, right?
Singing to them, playing with them.
yeah. Splash, splash, splash.
Oh, there you go. Don't drink it.
Yeah.
Stop.
Cover your eyes. Waterboard. All right, let's go get you ready for bed. But I finessed with Rue because Rue wanted Mom. She's like, Mom, it's your turn to do bedtime tonight. And she's like, will you do my bedtime? She's like, I guess so.
Oh,
and
that's a good point, Rue.
Yeah, you know what? Mama should do bedtime.
What if we turned it? We need to flip the switch. We need to start subtweeting a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe we start.
I got to find a way. Yeah. I got to figure out a good way to do that. I got to figure out a smart way to do that.
Speaking of dad losses, I have a pretty severe one.
Okay.
So tomorrow is Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Jill is actually going with my mom and Scarlett to the airport, and they're going to be flying to Texas. She's not going to be flying back till Thursday. So I'm essentially going to have to hold down the fort from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to like midday Thursday. So I guess that's 3 days without my two girls at home.
So you're going to have the house to yourself?
Yeah. It's okay. I don't need to like talk about it. I've already processed it.
So you're telling me your selfish ass wife is going to take the kiddo.
Yeah, the 5-month-old.
And fly out tomorrow on Monday.
Yeah, with my mom.
And be gone.
Yeah.
For 3 days.
Yeah.
And you're going to have the house to yourself.
Yeah. I know that y'all were talking about like PubG earlier and stuff. And I was like, a part of me was like, shit, that's probably something I'm going to have to do this week. Because what else am I going to do? Just sit at home, sit on the couch and just kind of like watch, previews of the upcoming college football playoff.
Nothing pisses me off more than when a mother wants to take the kids and leave dad home alone for days at a time.
Yeah. I'm not holding it against her. I know we were talking about like scoreboard stuff. I'm going to do my best to not like keep score on this, but I hope they have fun. I hope she gets to spend quality time with her friends, and I'm just going to do my best to try and hold it down, hold the fort down all by myself at the house. I'll probably have to order a pizza, probably 2 medium pizzas from Domino's.
You know what you got to do?
What?
When she flies, when she takes off, you let it sit for a couple hours, and then you just shoot her a message. You feel good about taking my kid from me? I hope you're happy.
I hope you're happy. Heard it's 70 degrees in Texas right now.
I hope you're happy leaving me alone at home for a few days.
Yeah. Heard it's 70 degrees. You'll be outside all day. And then I'll be inside because it's freezing here in Nashville. I'll be inside. I'm going to have to bundle up with some blankets, make a fire, and probably play some video games.
Oh, this is where we need PT6 more than ever.
Eat some pizza and wings. Maybe we try and get a PT sicko on the sticks with us.
Oh, my heart goes out for you, bro.
Thank you, dude. Thank you.
What a selfish bitch, man.
Speaking of selfish...
Taking the kids, man, you're going to be begging for them to come home.
Speaking of selfish bitches, the employees at the daycare sold me out. A little belated dad loss from last week. When Jilly Bean was sick and dead, and I took Scarlett all by myself on that last second, I got to get her. Jill lays out an outfit every single day for Scarlett with a big old bow, pretty outfit. I didn't have Jilly Bean. So the outfit that Dad has laid out was built for speed. It was built for getting to work by 8 a.m.
Yep.
It's a nice little onesie, cute onesie with some cowboy boots. Did I grab a bow? No, that's not aerodynamic. Did I grab socks? She doesn't need it. She's wearing a onesie. She doesn't need socks in her cute little gold glittery cowboy boots. And I drop her off at daycare and she had a great day. And then they run into Jill like 3 or 4 days later and they go, I think Dad picked out the outfit on Tuesday.
Dude, that's such bullshit. When people start commenting on, it looks like Dad dressed him today.
I thought they were on my side. I do all the pickups and drop-offs. I'm the face that they're seeing every single day, and they sold me out like that.
What's wrong with the onesie and some cowboy boots? Like Charles,
she looked cute as hell.
Yeah, like Charles was getting on my ass today. Like, oh, Scotty, let's get some clothes on you. It was about 4 p.m. She's still on her PJs. She's still on her PJs from the night before.
Wait, was there any poop or pee on them?
Hey, sweetheart, it's lazy Sunday.
Yeah.
And she looks like she's having fun.
Is she covered in her own poop or her own pee? Oh, she's not? Oh, then she looks pretty good to me.
Yeah. Dude, don't even get me started, bro. It's like I'll put shorts and a t-shirt on Rue and like my nanny back looks like Daddy dressed Rue today. What does that mean?
Hey, what if he did?
Yeah. You don't like shorts and a t-shirt?
What if Dad fucked around and picked out an outfit?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, God forbid. I'm a father.
Don't let a white boy get hot now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in all seriousness.
Yeah, God forbid Dad's got some motion.
Shout out to Crystal and Miss Angie, because y'all are angels and I love you. In case they listen to this.
Hey, everything I'm saying right now, just...
Yeah, I need your help. Please don't hate me. That was for laughs. That was a joke.
It's sweetheart. We don't think you're selfish. We don't think you're selfish at all.
The picture is hilarious, though. I'll compile some pictures for the pod of outfits of Jill and that has picked out, and then they sent a picture like of Scarlett in her little onesie outfit. Yeah, it's pretty. The contrast is funny.
This is dumb guy brain. Why does Scarlett have clothes she's not allowed to wear?
That's a great, Derek.
You know what I mean?
Derek, that's a great question.
That's dumb Funko guy brain. But why would she have an outfit and boots that you're not allowed to put her in?
Derek, that's a great question. Hey, why would she have a whole closet? Why would she have an entire closet with outfits that range all the way to like a 2-year-old? Why would she have that at 5 months old? And then why do we also buy new outfits like every couple weeks? You know, these are good questions. That's not a dumb question.
Listen, you asked that question and my brain is saying I don't even know if there's an answer.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, yeah, I'm with you. I don't.
Shouldn't all of her outfits be fair game to be put on her body if they fit? I'm genuinely, like, I'm not even trying to make a bit. Like, I'm asking.
Makes sense to me.
Dumb guy brain.
Well, she's got to have, Derek, she's got to have her cute morning fit for maybe a picture on the chair that Will provided us.
Not in 0.5.
Yes.
And look, if you don't want us to dress the kids in certain clothes, don't have those clothes in the drawer.
Yeah.
So Rue's 3, so she'll wear a 3T. I thought 3T meant 3 tall. It means 3 toddler.
It sure does, and I learned that the hard way too.
And so one day Rue comes out and I got her in some pants, and these pants, the bottoms of them are like midway up her calf. And like, Will, what are you doing? You got her in some 2T pants. And so I'm like, okay, I didn't know that. Like, if they're in the drawer, I'm going to see them as a viable option that I can put them in.
God, brother, you were me just 2 weeks ago before we made the big change. Because Scarlett was at the 0 to 3 months, but now she's at the 3 to 6 months. But the 0 to 3 months were still in the drawer that I go off of orders from my 5-star general Jilly Bean. And so if I don't get orders that everything in the right side of the drawer is off limits and now we have migrated to the left side of the Chester drawer,
you got to let me know.
You got to let me know because I'm still going into the right drawer. And yeah, I'm fighting Scarlett and I'm going, oh, this thing's a little tight.
A little snug. Mama needs to get you some bigger outfits.
She growing.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go, ScarScar. I don't know.
Listen, hey, we're on the. I agree wholeheartedly. Yeah. Like dads that are trying and doing their absolute best. You can't just. It's like Ron Burgundy reading the teleprompter. Well, if it's in the drawer, it's fair game for us to put on.
Like, do you remember when we were doing the put in the lefty thing? And I was like, I see the Bobby sitting there, and I'm like, hey, we never use Bobby formula, but I'm just going with it.
Yeah.
Fast forward to 2 nights ago, and Jill's like, hey, can you just make her a little 2 ounce, like extra little 2 ounces? I think she's still hungry. And we usually use the Baby Brezza machine, which for any ST6ers out there, Funkles, that is a baby formula dispenser. So it's just this ultimate dad hack machine. We talked about it in the first couple episodes. You hit make, it makes it. What Jill is now asking me is to make just 2 ounces, which I could have done on the Brezza, but I was like, oh, that just means 1 scoop, put it in a bottle, heat up the bottle. I could do that pretty easily. And I go to open up the Bobby and Jill goes, oh, no, honey, don't use the Bobby. We never use Bobby. I go, oh yeah, that's right. Remembering that I pre-made 3 bottles for Daycare of Bobby for Scarlett.
Oh, yeah. My dumb ass.
He did not touch them, Jill. I did that. Sorry.
Yeah, sweetheart, of course we don't use Bobby. Holy shit, I just made her 3. I've been sending her with Daycare with Bobby bottles for the last week.
And she's been going, Scarlett hasn't been drinking her bottles very well at the daycare. I wonder what's I've been using the wrong formula. And that just came out. That's breaking news here on For the Dads. Yeah. So, yeah, Ron Burgundy. Fuck you, San Diego. I have some other new dad in the trenches comments. Do we want to go into that?
Let's read some comments. Again, if you're following along on YouTube, Spotify, you see the clips on social media, leave comments. We love to read them on the podcast.
We sure do. I have Marsh RZF90s on TikTok. Boys, we are currently in the 4 to 5 months trenches with our daughter, Sunny. That's my mom's grandmother name. Shout out, Sunny. I'm talking no sleeping at night, spit up, screaming, and crying, only wanting to be held. We lost our dog recently, and I feel as if she knows that she's gone. Dad's struggling through it. She can sense it. Only wants her mom. Being a new dad is a wild ride. My identity changed 5 months ago and then changed again this week. Excuse me. When I lost my best friend. He's talking about his dog. It's just been dad loss after dad loss after dad loss. When do the trenches end? I listen to your podcast all the time for words of advice and encouragement, but goddamn, this shit is difficult and I feel as if I'm failing. How do you guys cope with all the change? Marsh RZF90s. I have some advice for him. Do you have anything you want to say? This is why I would say, Marsh. The losses will keep piling up. You are not failing.
The losses will never stop.
They'll never stop. They'll keep piling up. And you are not failing. You're just working through it. Find those small victories. Hit those small victories. Start small. You can't eat the elephant with one big bite. You got to take little bites. Get those little bites in. Get those little victories. Now, I do have a cheat code for surrogate best friend because I've lost some dogs in my day. Christmas is the best time for a puppy, dude. And I know you have a 4 to 5 month old, and so you're probably thinking, Sherman, what the hell kind of evil are you trying to put on me? You don't have to get a puppy. Get a nice little 5 or 6 year old, sheltered dog that needs a nice home this Christmas, and find a little surrogate best friend. I think that's the number one way to go when you're really feeling it with the dog loss. And of course, get it approved with Wifey, but get some shelter dog that's sweet as an angel just to have a new dog in there.
I do see a lot of people say that they get a puppy when they have a child too, like their first kid. And I think the timing's probably a little different. Maybe the puppy before the child, right before. Oh. So it's not as much chaos. But a lot of people say that a kid who grows up with a dog ends up pretty happy kid.
That is true.
That dog's going to love that toddler.
That is true.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be my advice. Do you have anything?
Well, number one, the losses will never stop coming.
Yeah.
Being a parent is very hard work. It will always be very hard work. That's why on this pod, we talk about embracing the suck, the whole good mantra mentality, the whole, flipping your mindset from this is happening to me to I get to do this. So a lot of my advice would just come down to what conversations are you having with yourself on a day-to-day basis?
Ooh,
when you wake up in the morning and you're feeling down or you're feeling a little depressive or already defeated, that to me is a sign that you need to have a very hard look in the mirror and conversation with yourself about what's motivating you and what your why is behind everything. Because again, it's even with fatherhood, even with any area in life, career, anything that goes on in your world that is day to day and it's going to be habitual, the environment you're around, stress is never going to stop. So my advice would be having a very close look, a very close conversation with yourself on what is motivating you, because there's a lot to be grateful for. Again, we're going to talk and we're going to laugh and we're going to joke about a lot of the suck and the things that is tough about parenthood or being a husband and what's shitty about work and yada, yada, yada. But no matter what, at some point, you got to flip your mindset and figure out what motivates you. Figure out what you are grateful for. You start with gratitude, your entire mindset will start to shift.
Yeah.
So as simply as I can possibly put it is understand the conversations you're having with yourself, right when you wake up in the morning. Right when you wake up, when you're doing everything, whether either you work out or you don't work out, or whether you're making breakfast or your wife needs help with doing something, are you kind of down and having a negative voice in your ear when all of these things are happening? Because if so, that to me is a tell sign that you need to start with yourself.
Yeah.
Because right there, that'll begin to, once you have that little subtle 2-degree shift, because that's really all it is. It's like, life is essentially a bunch of choices going through your head when things are happening to you, right? Like,
yes.
It's like, oh my gosh, woe is me. Life is happening to me. The moment you grab a hold of that and realize that that's going to happen no matter what. So once you filter it out, there's something differently, and really check yourself on how you're speaking to yourself or how you are filtering the world and shift it to something, whether it's gratitude or something positive, or you just catch yourself like, you know what? I am being kind of a bitch about this. I am being kind of soft about this. I am kind of looking at this in a way different way than how I should be. If you're listening to this right now and thinking like, you know what? I do need to figure out like what type of filter I'm using. If you start there, you'll be able to figure out like what then you'll start to get excited about. What then, like, okay, like let me start with gratitude. Let me start with what I get to do throughout the day. Like Derek having that monologue he had several episodes ago on like, hey, I get to do this.
Yes.
Because the minute that happens is when things will start to shift for you.
Yes.
Because I know it's tough, man. I know that shit's hard. And I'm just telling you, like, life is never just going to seem easier. You're gonna get a pay raise, a promotion. You're gonna have a moment where you feel good, and that is just as fleeting as a song lyric from any major hit.
Yeah.
Like, there's gonna be other problems that come the next day or the next week or the next month. You're gonna lose somebody. Something's gonna happen to you with the family. Your wife's gonna be pissed. She's gonna be in a mood one day. Your kid, it's not gonna go the way you hope it goes at certain times.
No amount of money, no amount of possessions is going to fix it either. Like you were saying with the promotions and all that stuff. I feel like the number one way to get in the mindset of being able to say good after a shitty situation, or being able to say, hey, I get to do this, is when you are actively trying to better yourself and giving yourself some self-love, giving yourself some opportunities to win, but to also grow and develop as a person. I currently am going through that. I've talked about it on the pod of like, bro, I am going through the shit right now. Like, this is hard. This is like the last couple of weeks for me have been really, really shitty. They've been bad. And I had a conversation and sit down with Jill of like, it's not like, oh, things are really shitty. Well, what if I got like the biggest promotion ever? What if this podcast just blew up and we had 5.2 million views per episode? Like, oh, then I would feel less shitty. No, it's like, Sherman, what are some actual things in your life that need to change? Like, one, I am not sleeping well. I'm on a terrible sleep schedule. I'm not eating well. I'm out of shape. I'm taking in way too much caffeine just to keep afloat during the day. And then that makes me feel even shittier and sleep even worse. And it's like, Sherman, you have to break this cycle. And it's going to be a hard cycle to break, but you need to lock in for the benefit of your wife and daughter to be a more present father, to get out of these funks and stuff. You need good sleep. You need some good energy. So you got to have a better diet. You got to take care of yourself. Like, that is like the example I would apply to Marsh. It's like, find those things in your life that you can better yourself on, because then ultimately that's going to make you stronger and able to say good in the shitty situations. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
That would be my advice.
Nothing changes if nothing changes.
Yes.
And I would say too, you have self-love for yourself for a second, but the minute you have a little bit of self-love for yourself, like, be fucking hard on yourself.
Yeah, challenge yourself. Challenge yourself.
Change isn't going to happen. Like, the moment change happens, and again, every area, is when you're sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Yes.
And dude, for me, it's just, I take an approach of just being hard on myself when it does get to that point.
Yes.
It's like, hey, you don't want to get to a day where it's like, oh, I'm seeing a light at the end of the tunnel. It's like, no, be the fucking light in the tunnel. And just, that's how you approach it. That's just how you approach it. The whole nobody's coming to save you. Like, that is, to me, the entire mentality about it. Because you might have every reason to justify every feeling in the world that comes through your mind.
Yeah.
Every justification, every excuse. Hey, you might be right in the situation you're talking about, but no matter what, unless you take full responsibility and accountability and be like, you know what, all of this shit starts with me, then nothing's going to change. And you're going to continue to be a finger pointer. And I'm not saying Marsh is a finger pointer. I'm almost just getting in this this mentality of like, you know, when those conversations happen, because they're happening toward the end of the year, like it happens with me all the time, where you talk about, you know, not taking care of yourself, not sleeping well. I haven't worked out like a month and a half. You were talking about the caffeine intake. I'm on my 9th or 10th cup of coffee. It's fucking 9 p.m. at night.
That's me.
And there's a part where I'm sitting there looking at my pale, naked body in the mirror, and I'm just like, God, you are a piece of shit. And at some point, I just know in my head, dude, Will, when are you going to be sick and tired of being sick and tired about it, and start waking the fuck up early in the morning and taking care of your business?
Yeah.
So yeah, Marsh fucking
and the self-love, like I would say to that, the self-love can be the working out, like the stuff that does suck to do, that's hard to do. Like when you are bettering yourself and you're taking those moments of like bettering yourself, that can be the self-love. So to your point, don't let the self-love be like, oh, I'm great. Everything's great. It's these people's fault. Have that self-love be more like pouring into yourself for improvement, AKA therapy, AKA going to the gym, AKA pouring into positive hobbies, positive people in your life, etc.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was a good point of like, don't let self-love distract you. I didn't want to.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's just for my approach, it's more of just the way I get in my own face. It's like, get in your face about it. Picture yourself grabbing you by the throat and putting yourself up against the wall and be like, when are you going to wake the fuck up?
Let the heart turn black.
Let the heart turn black.
Yes.
Let the heart turn black. It's the only way. It's the only way I know how.
It's a good way. It's a good way. I've come to adopt it, and I enjoy it.
I got some
dads. Sorry, real quick. We have a lot of dads that say the word failure a lot, like phone calls and stuff like that. And I would love to hear you guys talk about that for 2 seconds off that comment, because the guy's like, dude, I don't want to be a failure. I think you guys are a good example that having a loss doesn't make you a failure. Like preparing for it and coming out of it, because that's what I got from his, is him being like, dude, I'm a failure because these things are all happening. Like you guys are a perfect example, and continues to say it's not about the losses that come your way. It's about preparing and what you learn from it. Just that was the coolest part I thought from the comment.
Yeah.
A failure is someone that is failing to act in the moment. Like when you don't take action, or something needs fixed and we're not taking proactive steps to fix it, I think that is the only definition of like the word failure. Hard things are going to happen all the time. You're going to mess up all the fucking time. You're going to give your kid Bobby for a week. You're going to give them the wrong formula. But that is not like, when you have those hiccups or when you are beating yourself up, like you're not a failure. A failure is exactly what Will was saying. Quitting and going, his fault, my job's fault, my wife's fault.
Yeah,
that's a failure.
Taking the failing to act, and more of like the wrinkle I would say is the failing to respond, because it's all about it's at the end of the day, it's going to be all about how you respond in every moment, because again, we're nothing but a makeup of all of our failures. And it's truly like, how did we respond in those moments where we didn't show up? Because fatherhood, parenthood, in this area of parenthood that we're talking about, it's not about being perfect, not about looking back and be like, look at all these wins I had. No, it's finding a way to be consistent and show up. Like, even if you do have a bad day or a bad moment, you're never defined by that moment, that bad day, that bad week. It might last a month. But if you wake up the next day and go about it a different way and respond the right way, that to me is where you're going to ultimately start having progress. It's all about progress. It's all about showing up, because again, it's never about chasing perfection. It's about showing up, because that's what parenthood is. You're going to have bad words. Like, I mess up all the time with how I feel like I talk to Rue every now and then. And I'm like, that didn't come out the way that I thought it would, or the way I wanted it to. Like, I'll have another opportunity. I need to figure out the next opportunity that's going to come up.
PT Sickos, we interrupt this program to bring you a little something special. I got a can right here, baby. We talk about it every week, even when we don't have to do an ad read for them. But we don't have to do an ad read for Olipop. We get to do an ad read for Olipop, because Olipop, I'm going to go ahead and say it is the best soda out there. It's a different kind of soda, but it is the best soda out there. This is classic cola. I'll take a little sip here. That's just really freaking good, dude. Olipop, guys, we talk about all the time. They are introducing their new Olipop SpongeBob collaboration, the Pineapple-iest soda from Bikini Bottom. Pineapple Paradise, juicy pineapple with a splash of mandarin, pure liquid joy, just like SpongeBob himself. SpongeBob the musical kind of going viral, by the way, on TikTok. I'm seeing that dance. We may have to do a little TikTok with the SpongeBob, SpongeBob Olipop and do the SpongeBob the musical dance. But guys, they have 5 limited edition SpongeBob can designs hidden in each 4-pack. Each pack's a little treasure hunt. You never know which one you'll get. Collect them all and unlock sweet rewards at drinkolipop.com/SpongeBob. Willie C., you are just in time because I am doing the Olipop ad read. Maybe I said best soda in the entire world. I went ahead and just said it. Will said, for any listeners out there, Will just said, there's not even a close second. Guys, we love soda, but most of the time it doesn't love us back. Olipop actually supports gut health with 9 grams of prebiotic fiber, only 2 to 5 grams of sugar per can. It tastes like soda, but it's actually good for you. They got flavor lineup options such as vintage cola, which I was sipping earlier, classic root beer, cream soda, orange squeeze, Dr. Goodwin, lemon lime. What's the one that Chip loves? Rush, Ridge Rush. Oh, they got Ridge Rush, and of course Willie C's favorite, classic grape. Guys, get $2 off a 4-pack of Olipop at drinkolipop.com/bussin'. Works on any flavor of 4-pack, including SpongeBob at any retailer. Olipop is sold online at drinkolipop.com. Plus, it's sold on Amazon. It's available at almost 50,000 retailers nationwide. That is including Costco. That is including Walmart, Target, Publix, Whole Foods, Kroger, and HEB for you Texas sickos. Go check out Olipop at drinkolipop.com/bussin'. Let's get back to this episode.
Keep it switching around to a lighter note. This is Lewis22 on YouTube. Imagine the excitement when Chef Jack becomes part of PT6 one day.
In what way did they just
that was
when
the
that
comment.
day comes?
Yeah,
Super
just
pumped.
imagine the excitement when Chef Jack becomes part of PT6 one
It's
day.
gonna be sick. Hopefully, not anytime soon. I need to figure some stuff out. I will say, I feel like it goes without saying, being on a dad podcast as a 24-year-old, I am excited for that one day. It's super cool. It's cool to watch you guys interact and talk about it and stuff. And I think it's like, I think a lot of guys, something that isn't even talked about a lot is there are a lot of young guys out there that really aspire to be dads. And it's not talked about because you're 24 and it's like, hey, let's go. It's Saturday. Let's go hang out or do stupid shit.
Yeah.
But it's like, I think there's a lot of dudes out there that it never really gets communicated as much, where I feel like women, you see it all the time where women are like, I can't wait to be a mother. I do think there's a very strong contingent of young men out there like myself that are like, hey, when that day comes, it's going to be a sick fucking awesome ride. And you aspire for that. So it's cool.
Well said, ST6.
Yeah, that's your captain ST6 Seaman Team 6
He's
right
definitely
there.
having a boy first, by the way.
You think?
I 100% see Chef
always
having
said
a boy
if I have
first.
daughters, I'm fucked.
Hey, by the way, here's one from Josh Rabe from on YouTube. PT6 data hack for the Christmas tree problem. To piggyback off Chef, the train works. Does the train work, Chef? Because we got an interesting video from Chef last week.
Run it.
Yeah, let me put. So I get home. This is Wednesday night, and for those listening that don't know, I just moved back to Nashville. I live with my mom and dad. Shout out! It's really awesome. Saving on some money right now. But I get in there. My mom, she listens to every episode, and she was laughing. She goes, "Hey, I listened to the episode. The train doesn't work. The train, like, we didn't put ornaments on the bottom half of the tree when you're a toddler because you destroyed everything."
Oh, no.
And I'll play the video right now.
We had no ornaments down below.
You didn't have ornaments down below because
Because you would grab them.
me grab them?
Yeah.
No.
And welcome back.
We're welcome back. So to my surprise, that was a great way to start, my Wednesday when I get home. And so I take a little video and send it to the fellas. And I'm just sitting there thinking, I should have thought that through because my parents my whole life told me that I was a fucking menace.
Yeah, look, the only dad hack out there is it seems like don't put ornaments on the bottom half of the tree.
Yeah.
I will say I do have Scottzilla in check. She'll go over there. I'll kind of tell her gentle. Because Charles always sitting there like whether she's petting Waffle or like, doing something she doesn't want to rip off. She'll be like gentle. And she'll kind of like look at you and be kind of soft about it. But we've been keeping her in pretty good check with the ornaments. She hasn't been too much of a problem to society recently. Yeah. When it comes to the ornaments.
I got some love this pod comments that we can run through really quick.
Rip. I'm out of the comments, so go ahead.
Tristan Morris, R79_ on YouTube. Fella's been listening for a while now, but this episode hits a little different. Wife just let me know she's pregnant yesterday, and we are ecstatic. Question: how did y'all break the news of pregnancy to your family members? Thanks for all the advice. That's going to come in handy real soon.
What I did when we were having Rue for the first time is I went on Amazon and got the coffee cups that says like grandma, grandpa, and then they have like the stats below. It looks like a nutrition label on the side of a food box.
Yeah.
But got them little coffee cups. They opened it up, had it. And then I want to say I got a t-shirt. Like I got these t-shirts on Amazon that said like something with like uncle or Tyrannosaurus. I can't fucking remember. I don't know. But anyway, that's what I did. I got gifts. They opened it up. They saw tears.
Jill went on a FaceTime rampage when she found out that she was pregnant because she was nervous. And so she FaceTimed one of her nursing friends of, is this a positive pregnancy test? So now that nursing friend knows. She FaceTimes her cousin. That's basically her sister. Shout out Megan, who has a child. Is this a positive pregnancy? Like, does this look positive? Yes, that's positive. Okay, now cousin knows. Well, now that those two people know, my mom has to know. That's my closest person to FaceTime's her mom. So by that time, when Sherman got home and she laid out the pregnancy tests, which fun little wrinkle, we weren't able to post our video because I come in and I see the pregnancy tests on the sweater. I yelled out, I fucking told you, because I told Jill that we were going to go 1 for 1. And doing the math in my head, we went 1 for 1. So fun times there. Yeah. So I just FaceTime my mom and dad.
Yeah. Listen, there's no perfect way. They're going to be ecstatic.
They're going to be ecstatic. And shout out Tristan. My next comment is actually about a person that is announcing number 3. Will and Sherm. I'm a father of 2 amazing boys, 4 and 2, and my wife and I recently found out that we're expecting our 3rd baby. To add to the anxiety of the whole process, Wifey wants to wait until birth to find out the gender. That means agreeing on 2 names and not being able to mentally prepare. Would love to hear how you fellas would handle the situation. Sincerely, Nick H. from St. Francis County, Missouri.
Howlett? What?
He's got a 3rd one.
Let's fucking go, dude. I'm assuming that was planted to be
That was planted.
It'd be a surprise for old Willy One Shell.
Yes, sir. Nick's having number 3.
Yo.
Is that not crazy?
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. I want to sit here and FaceTime him.
He texted me and he goes, hey, man, what's the plan if Will doesn't pick up that it's me? You know, what are you going to have to jump in there?
Like,
you
is
know,
that Spotify? Is that Google? What's that one from?
He goes, you know, dad brain plus CTE. We don't know. I said, I'll hold his hand and guide it to him. If it didn't click, I was going to be like, hey, St. Francis County. Isn't that Will? Isn't that where
you laid that one up for me? I think you might have said Nick H first, and then first I'm thinking, oh,
I did say in the text.
That's the name of my boy. That's the name of my best friend.
I said in the text, I said, if he doesn't get it, I'm going to be really worried for Will. But yes, Nick's having his 3rd. So congrats.
Congrats to Nick and Rachel.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm thinking in my head, like, yeah, Charles brought up waiting, like, hey, I want to say with Scotty maybe, because we did a fresh transfer to where you don't know the gender through IVF, but she was like, do you want to wait until the birth? I'm like, no, we ain't waiting to know. I gotta know.
Really fun story for you guys. My mom and dad decided to do that with me. My mom's going to hate that I'm telling this story, but I love my mother. Very spiritual gal. And God told her she was having twin girls. And so because of that, she then told everybody that she was having twin girls. When old fat staff was baking in the oven. So she is looking people dead in the eyes and saying, I'm having twin girls. All the gifts are coming in. They paint the nursery pink and yellow nursery. And then sure enough, she had a follow-up dream where an angel came to her. Because I am the second born. I'm named after my dad, which was very rare. She had an angel come to her in a dream just a couple nights before I was born and said, it's actually a boy and you need to honor your husband and name him after your husband. And I was wearing pink onesies in that pink and yellow nursery.
I feel like that angel came and said, hey, listen, we fucked up. I see you've been telling everybody you've been getting way too many gifts.
Amy.
Big man was joking.
Hey, big man's joking or Amy. We need a Q-tip. All right,
Big man was joking up there.
We got to fix that antenna when we're praying a little bit. I love you, Mom. That's a very fun story to tell.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, very, very surprising when she came out into the waiting room and said, it's a boy, actually. It's not twin girls, and his name's Sherman. So, yes. But let's do one more comment, and then we can go into our call-ins. We like that? How are we doing on timing?
We're good. Do crack a cold.
Oh, sorry. Well, then we'll do crack a cold one. This comes from Stephen Carafone, 4715 on YouTube. I love this guy. Repeat offender. Sicko Steve here. You are a sicko, Steve. Told the wifey I wanted for the dad's merch for Christmas. I come home to a package plastered and busting with the boys tape. I play dumb like a champ. Next day, another box appears. This woman's out here double sickoing me with surprise gifts. Now I got to sit here for 2 weeks pretending I'm not thinking about those boxes 24/7. Hashtag wife's a sicko. Bro, Stephen Carafone is a true PT sicko.
So wife got him some merch.
Got him some merch for Crimbus.
Shout out joining the PT6 father.
Shout out,
man. Shout out joining the PT6
and
father.
shout out our merch, bwtb.com.
Being like, hey, can you guys have a package option next year as a gift? Because their hubbies were bringing the boxes in with Bussin' with the Boys tape on it. And so we got a lot of pictures from the wives of their husband holding the box where they're like, well, they know what they're getting this year. So we might have to talk to you about a gift option next year.
Ooh,
yeah.
That's sneaky.
Just put it under the tree. Don't know what you're getting.
And maybe a little gift bundle. A gift bundle package would be kind of fun too around Christmas.
Yeah.
Comes with a hat, a shirt, a blah,
tape
blah,
measure.
Blah. Tape for the dad's tape measure with just old Willy one shelf on there hitting the Peter Pan.
Honey, stay downstairs.
Honey, there's bats. There's bats in the attic. It's crazy up here. All right, awesome.
Read the tweet.
Right.
I got a Willy one shelf tweet special here that I would. This might have to be a new segment, Will, if that's okay with you.
You're saying you found a tweet that you read in my voice and it made you chuckle.
Yes.
May I just take a shot in the dark on which one it might be?
Before you do, I just want to preface for PT sickos out there that don't follow Will Compton on Twitter, go ahead and change that. It's @_Will Compton. And sometimes he tweets a lot about football, but sometimes he'll put out these tweets where he has a internal dialogue with the internet. And Will, what
you get off to, you enjoy them.
I love them because I read them in your voice and it makes me so happy. What tweet do you think that is this week?
I'll take a guess too.
Let's let Will guess first, and then you can guess, Chef.
I would say Polar Express.
Okay.
Polar Express.
Ding, ding, ding.
I knew it too. Whenever I fired that one off, I was like, oh, I bet Sherm sees this.
This was tweeted on.
But you're telling me.
This was tweeted on December 12th by Will Compton to the World Wide Web. Polar Express, a great movie. But you're telling me a train pulled up in the middle of the night and conned a bunch of kids to get on board by saying, hey, it was headed to the North Pole? Magic or not, that has to be a felony written all over it. That's such a great tweet.
Dude, it was Pizza Friday. It was Pizza Friday movie night, a nice weekly tradition that we have. And we were watching Polar Express. Yeah. Great movie. I've seen it before. It's a good movie.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sitting there. And I'm sitting there watching it this second time through. It was my second or third time seeing the movie. You know, Rue's fired up. We saw it last year, but she kind of doesn't remember. I remember Polar Express. Yeah. But she's enthralled by this movie. And not a lot of words throughout the movie.
Yeah.
A lot of just fascination and imagination.
And some singing and dancing.
Yeah, singing and dancing. And this train comes in the middle of the night. And this kid is just outside in his backyard, not really bundled up. And he stands there and sees Tom Hanks, the what is it called? The engineer, the train conductor. And he's just like, headed to the North Pole.
Hey,
and
kiddo.
And the kid just gets on. And then they get on the train and the car is just a bunch of kids. You know, I'm thinking there's no adults, there's no nothing. It's just, hey, you got this golden ticket. We're going up to the North Pole.
You get to meet Santa Claus.
You get to meet Santa Claus. And you're just gone in the middle of the night.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. I know that Will had one eyebrow up, one eyebrow down.
I looked over at my wife. And I said, could you imagine? Because, you know, we got the train, we got the railroad basically in the backyard. Could you imagine if Rue just got up in the middle of the night and went outside and got on a train because she thought it was headed to the North Pole?
Bro, I want to watch any fantasy movie.
How about that shit?
I want to watch any fantasy movie with Will, like the Goonies, and at the end they go, yo, the fucking pirate ship's real? There's a treasure? Imagine if you're looking for that.
Hey, and just to confirm, I went to Google and I was like, is Polar Express, is that...
based on a true story?
No. I typed in, I was like, because I kind of missed
oh man,
a part that I was trying to get confirmed, which was right before that. I'm wondering, is that based on a dream? You know what I mean? Like, kid goes to sleep and then it's a dream, but then they're telling me like, no, it's just like magic.
Hey, magic or not, that sounds
just
like
magic,
it's got to be a felony.
Dad comes in, kisses him goodnight, like alludes to a couple subtle hints that the train's going to be coming at midnight. The clock strikes whatever it is, and then the kid just goes outside. But it's not a dream.
Yeah.
So I think, all right, maybe this is a dream, and I missed that part before I fired this one off. I confirmed that it wasn't a dream, and the kid just went out in the backyard and got on the train because he thought it was going to the North Pole.
That's crazy.
Because my wife and I were driving to that double date. And I'm just like, sweetheart, that Polar Express.
And buddy, he wakes up at the end of the movie and he goes, was it a dream?
Are we just teaching our kids it's okay to go outside in the middle of the night when there's snow on the ground waiting for a train? They say, hey, you guys going to the North Pole? She said, baby, you know, it's just a movie. Like, we ain't gonna.
Let's go enjoy our Saturday. Our Saturday brunch. It's okay, honey.
Just caught me off guard.
Yeah, of course.
Crack a cold one.
Crack a cold one. Guys, crack a cold one. This show is sponsored by Liquid IV, and this segment, Crack a Cold One, is sponsored by Liquid IV. We got some Liquid IV hydration multiplier electrolyte drink mix here. We got the firecracker flavor today, and buddy, it's hitting. Transitioning from a relaxed vibe summer to dialing in your fall routine or your winter routine takes focus and stamina. Push harder and recover faster with Liquid IV's new energy multiplier, sugar-free, hydrating energy. It's hydrating energy made with electrolytes, vitamins, and natural caffeine, zero sugar, zero crash. Just one stick and 16 ounces of water. Hydrates better than water alone. Don't let the grind drain you. Ditch the glitch with zero sugar and zero crash from Liquid IV. Tear poor, live more. Go to liquidiv.com. Get 20% off your first order with code BUSSIN at checkout. That's 20% off your first order with code BUSSIN at liquidiv.com.
Liquid IV. 20% off.
20% off. Willy One Shelf. What is your crack a cold one? Or I can go first.
Go ahead, kick it off.
My crack a cold one. Drum roll, please. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Scarlett is rolling over by herself.
Oh, nice, bro.
And I have finally caught it on video. Roll the tape.
How to roll over, crazy booty butt. Thank you. Go on. There you go. Yay!
Good job, Scarlett.
This is a nightmare.
Woo-hoo. That was so good. Oh my goodness. Scarlett. Wow. Wow.
And welcome back.
You're like, oh, let me get the, do it again, Scarlett.
The original video was 2 minutes
you
long,
sit there,
just waiting for
You
her.
see him about to go and you kind of push him back over. You're like, hang on, give me a second. Let me get the camera ready.
This arm's going like this, and I'm like, hey, come on, we'll fucking do it. We've been going for 2 minutes.
I
We've
can't
been
give him a push.
And I go run out of memory on my phone, Scarlett. She's going like this. And then, dude, my dad voice, I was cringing listening to my dad voice. I'll play it really quick if we want. We can react to my dad voice.
Crazy booty butt. Thank you. Go on. There you go. Yay!
That ain't no yay. Get over there. Oh, there we go.
Good job, Scarlett.
That was so good. Oh my goodness. Scarlett. Wow.
Celebration. I love it.
What am I doing?
You got to your back, kid.
Oh, you got to your back, kid. And the first time, I don't know if I had touched on this on the pod, the first official flip by herself was unseen because Dad-Az was doing tummy time with her and she was getting so close to flipping over. This was when Jill was, I forget, she was working. It was on one of my solo Saturdays. And I'm doing tummy time. She won't flip. I'm like, oh, I'm hungry. I got to make a PB&J. So her playpen's right there by the kitchen. So I'm able to keep an eye on her. I go get the bread and the peanut butter and jelly out. And I swear, I look into the playpen and she's on her back. I was like, you got to be kidding me, dude. I just sat there with you for almost 30 minutes. And as soon as I get up, and it was because she wanted to see me in the kitchen. That was like what
You go flip her back over?
Yes, and she never did it. I was sitting there like, so then I go stand in the kitchen and I'm like, ScarScar, look at Dad, flip over, look at Dad. She never did it. And now I finally have evidence. I'm not crazy.
Hey, look at that, look at that. You ain't shit, man.
You ain't shit, man. Man, you ain't your daddy, girl.
My crack a cold one. Christmas traditions.
Yeah.
Christmas traditions. My wife, she loves to do, what are them calendars called? The
Advent calendars.
Yeah, the Advent calendars.
Yes.
Where she has these little slots, entire month of December. And she likes to get this throwback camera to where it prints out the little photo.
Oh, that's
whether it's
such
a little
great
Polaroid, whatever
move.
it is. But every night, some kind of photo, whether it's me and the kiddos, her and the kiddos.
Yeah.
Tonight was the grandparents, Lola and Opa and the kiddos.
Yeah.
Take a picture every night, throw it in the Advent calendar. We do Christmas cookies. We're making them. I told that story on Saturday night, Christmas cookies.
Yep.
Obviously pictures with Santa whenever you have, but just overall Christmas traditions that you do as a family.
I love that. Putting up the trees and the easy, obvious one. That was always my favorite because of the tradition of my godparents sending me a custom ornament every single year.
Yes,
so that's
bro.
when I got to unbox my newest ornament.
Bro, and you don't appreciate custom ornaments until you get older.
Yes.
Just the way it is. You
Yes.
get one, you're like, damn, why did you just send me an ornament, man? I wanted this toy. I wanted, this video game. I wanted this or that. You just send me an ornament. But now that you're older, like we still have that 1989 Willy C ornament from when I was born.
Oh, yeah.
A couple ornaments from back in the day. The annual ornaments that Charles and I might have when it was just me, Charles, and Waffle. Then me, Charles, Waffle, and Rue. And now all of us with Scotty.
Yep.
But there's always an ornament every year, man, that I just appreciate. We did busting ornaments one year. I got a couple buses hanging. There's one hanging on Rue's little tree, one hanging on ours. Massive Star Wars fan, so I got to get I got a Yoda ornament.
We got to talk some Star Wars one day. I didn't realize that you were so into it.
Dude, I love Star Wars.
Keep
man.
going, though. I'm sorry.
But overall, just Christmas traditions. There's just nothing. 'Tis the season. There's nothing that just brings life together and the season together like Christmas traditions. Like Rue, we have another like Advent, I believe it's an Advent calendar where there's like chocolates inside. So she's got this little, she's got to crack one open each night. She's always fired up. It's sitting right next to her for dinner. Can I open this one? Dad, what fires me up about this Advent calendar, she's kind of got it sitting next to her at dinner. And it reminds me of like, kids these days, they ain't sitting there in the mornings. Like for me, we grew up on the cereal boxes where you're sitting there eating cereal and you'd be looking at the box the entire time because you didn't have the phones, you didn't have everything else going on. But she's all fired up because she's got this Advent calendar sitting next to her, and I'll try to have her spot these animals, or it's got all the numbers on it. So I'm like, find 13. Like what two numbers are in 13? And so she's looking at this box all the time, just salivating at the opportunity. Like, hey, you finish your dinner, you get to eat the chocolate. She'll want to pop the chocolate out early because she just want to see like what it is, whether it's a stocking, a deer, Santa Claus, an ornament. What a snowflake.
Yeah.
She just wants it sitting right there. Like, okay, I get that if I eat my dinner. But just Christmas traditions, man.
To throw on to the traditions talk, my parents, I was that kid at school. I don't remember what grade it was, maybe 4th or 5th, that my parents had me believing so hardcore, dude, in Santa. They were so good. Just to give some dad hacks, some tips. Dad would get his big old work boots and he would stamp them real hard in the fireplace. He'd build a fire and then he would stamp it on the fireplace and he would put ash footprints throughout the living room over by the tree where the gifts are.
Oh, that's amazing.
He would go over to where the cookies were, and my mom would get the cushions and sit next to the cookies and push the cushions in so it looked like Santa was sitting there drinking and eating the cookies. They even did it for the Easter Bunny. People don't even do that for the Easter Bunny. They leave glitter, rabbit paws, like with glitter around the yard and on our front porch. I'm like, oh, well, when I found out Santa wasn't real, in full tears, I go, is the Easter Bunny not real either? That's how bad they had me, dude. It was crazy.
How old were you when you found out about Santa Claus?
I think 4th grade.
Yeah, I was close to that too. Like I would look my friends in the eyes and be like, I don't care what you say. I swear to God. And when you're a kid saying, I swear to God, like that's the biggest of the biggest.
Yeah.
I swear to God, Santa is real. I've seen him with my own eyes. Like when we lived with my grandparents, my grandpa would dress up as Santa Claus. And then my mom would wake me up in the middle of the night. I remember this so vividly. She woke me up in the middle of the night. My brother and I are like sleeping together on this full-size bed. She wakes me up and she's like, hey, come look. And she took me to the crack of the door and just had the crack of the door open. And I just see the back of Santa Claus, like putting down presents.
No
and I'm just like,
way.
holy shit, dude. And from that moment, whether I'm at the cafeteria, in class, whatever it is, I'd be like, it makes sense what you're saying, but I shit you
Bro,
not. I have
telling
seen this man. I have seen this man.
And
I'm like, maybe he doesn't bring all the presents, but I'm just telling you, there's got to be one there at least, no matter what.
And old Billy Two Shelves just sitting there dressed as Santa, just laying the presents down.
Yeah, laying the presents down, dressed in a full Santa suit. I was about 4th grade as well. Maybe a little bit later. I don't know. But dude, I would go toes with my boys, man.
For
the ones who would try and break it to me, and I'm like, I don't believe you. Like I get it. I get it. Everything you're saying about the optics at nighttime and everything else, I get it.
How's he going from Abu Dhabi to St. Francis, Missouri in the same day? How's he doing that, Will?
They'd be tracking him on TV. And then my dad, we'd always read this story at night before, as Christmas is coming. And he'd go out, he'd be pointing, there he is. And I'm just like, oh my God. And it'd just be some star,
My
apparently.
parents
I
would
don't
do that
fucking
with
know.
airplanes.
They'd be like, don't you
the
see it?
airplane lights?
Yeah, it's a different color. Maybe it's got a little orange in the star or something. I'd just be like, man, I guess that's him.
And my dad would go in the backyard when there was an airplane out in the front yard, and Mom would take us out and go, look, it's him. My dad would be in the backyard going cha-ching, 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 with the jingle bells. I mean, bro, they had me. Also, for editing purposes, we can put this at the beginning.
Smart, because it's a family show.
It's a family show.
It's a family
Santa
show.
warning is necessary.
Yes.
Did I tell you guys that when my brother was in 5th grade, I was on a family vacation with him, my dad, and that's when I decided to tell him Santa wasn't real, and I ruined the entire vacation.
Fucking chef, man.
It's a
Pussy
fun
as a
one.
1-year-old.
I was really,
Chef.
really proud of that one.
Shit stirrer as a middle schooler.
My brother did, if I'm remembering correctly,
Just move on.
my
man.
brother was the one that told my parents, you need to tell Sherman. He's catching flack at school, and he's coming to me about it. You need to tell him. It's time.
Yeah.
I'd get made fun of for having pointy ears in elementary school. My mom told me to tell the kids that I was an undercover elf that would go tell Santa who was on the naughty list. And so them making fun of my ears, that's a surefire way to get on the naughty list.
Did it work?
No. They go, this kid has pointy ears and he thinks Santa's real? What a fucking goofball. My sweet mother.
Yeah.
Thinking she's setting me up for success.
I mean, you like do like say they have Santa, or we had like a picture thing at school one time, and I'm like, this is a bullshit Santa. This ain't the one I
That ain't
seen.
the one.
There's this reindeer that had like a mascot head on. I'm like, who's in there? You ain't no fucking reindeer, man.
What is that, Ricky?
Yeah.
You Ricky?
Yeah.
I know that ain't Santa Claus.
I'm big as shit just sitting on Santa's lap.
Hey, I want to get one thing straight. I know you ain't the real thing. So just come clean. I seen the real one.
Got my scratchy voice going.
The real one, he's around the same size as my daddy.
Yeah.
You ain't as big as my daddy.
Did the niece had a situation where she started to, which she watches it, but she had a situation where she goes, hey, Mom, why do I got to tell Santa what I want again when I just told him last week what I wanted? Like, why doesn't he remember what I want? And the lines that they danced on to get around that one was basically the whole like, oh, there's a network of people that help Santa get for it. So that one wasn't the real one. The first one was, so he's going to tell him again. But she just goes, why do I got to tell him again? Which I was like,
Oh,
She was on to it, man.
it's a tricky dance.
But embrace Christmas traditions, man.
Yeah, embrace them.
Because again, as you get, like as parents, being older, you're going to think like, I'm speaking more so to dads, because life gets moving. Like you might think, oh, we got another year. Like, bro, we're only going to have so many chances with our little ones. Man.
Yeah.
In traditions, it's like traditions matter because they slow life down. Like kids grow fast. You know, life is chaos. A lot of the times our day-to-day feels just like that organized chaos with the Google Calendar reminded on it.
Yeah.
And traditions, they remind you that, hey, this is home, the sense of belonging, the sense of community, just the sense of embracing, you know, whether it's gifts, and gifts don't even matter. It's just the feeling that you have from having family traditions, from having these Christmas traditions. It's like when Charles wanted to do these things that we do each night, it just fires me up because this is how we are molding our kids for how they feel when they get older and have a family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the big gifts, the expensive gifts. Like I remember when I first got my Sega Genesis, I remember a few different gifts that I got along the way, but it's not, the gifts don't matter. It's the feeling you have that what your parents created when you were in these moments.
It was the letters of my grandmother lived in Florida, and when she got really sick, we'd do Christmas there. Well, Santa would always leave a note. Jordan, Sherman, I almost missed you guys. I was in Texas and you guys weren't there. I said, hey, they must be at grandma's in Florida.
Yeah.
So I went and double checked, found you guys. Glad we got everything figured out. Love St. Nick. Those are the little details doesn't have to be some big grandiose gift.
No,
it's
man.
just the magic of the
it doesn't
season.
have to be big. It can be the same movie you watch every year, the same meal, the same dumb joke.
Jingle All the Way, dude. Such a banger, dude.
Yeah. It's the repetition. The repetition builds that safety, builds that culture.
Yep.
Because again, it's not going to be the gifts. It's going to be the feeling that you gave them that they are one day going to pass along.
Yeah.
That they're one day going to pass along. Because man, we're only going to get about 10 opportunities with our little ones. Like if you're a new dad or you're in it with a toddler or you have a 6, 7, and I would love for parents to chime in the comments that have been through this entire process. And now you have grown kids that are now adults. But I'm thinking to myself, like you get on Instagram, you see all these things like how many summers you have, how many opportunities we're going to have with our little kids.
Yeah.
And usually the common age that all the dads, that all the people that kind of speak to parent culture, they talk about is these 10 opportunities. It's like we're going to have 10 Christmases. And then, as they get older, that 4th grade, it's going to be about their friends. When you get done with Christmas, they're going to be ready to get out of the house. Hey, Mom, Dad, can I go here? Can I go there? Can I do all these things? Because they're going to have other things going on externally in their life to where the parent side isn't as cool anymore. You'll still have those foundational traditions, which is why it's embrace them now. So that way they know what it's going to be like. They know what that repetition is going to be like year in and year out. But with our little ones, that's here for us right now that we get to enjoy. We're only going to have about 10 of those opportunities. So it's like embrace those things because that's the legacy you're going to leave for them that they're going to carry over when they are parents one day.
Yes.
It's like, dude, every year for me, it's like when I was busting Matt Malone's balls or somebody's balls the other day on the stream when we had the Christmas Story playing on the left. I think I was sitting right next to Jared and I was kind of walking him through all these scenes because
you were quoting it.
The movie was on mute and I'm kind of telling him, I'm like mouthing the quotes that are going on right now. Hey, here's what's going to happen next. Kid's going to start swinging on him. He's like, oh, cry for me. When, cry. I'm like, he's about to jump him right now. Start swinging on him. Mom's going to come watch this. But every year at Christmas Story is on TNT 24 hours around the clock.
Yeah.
And my mom just always had the Christmas Story on. Like that movie had to be playing around the clock all day long, like while we were doing Christmas. So something that I remember the feeling of all of these traditions that we had. You know what I mean? To where you're wanting to carry those things over. So that's like the thing that you're going to leave with them as you build out these traditions with your family. And again, we're talking about holiday season right now, but this goes for all traditions you have. We do like Pizza Friday, movie night. We're going to do things annually, set whatever it is to where they're going to know that we are going to repeat some of these traditions year in and year out. So it's like things to look forward to as a family because you hope that one day they carry it forward. Yes. And then that's how they remember mom and dad when mom and dad are no longer around.
Yes.
So shout out to Christmas traditions. Embrace them. And dads, if your wife's sitting there bugging you about wanting to do this certain thing all the time, whether it's every day or once a week, whatever it is, dude, embrace it because you don't know how many times we're going to have these moments, these seasons like with our kiddos. Yes.
And shout out Jingle All the Way. Shout out Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
His son is actually in the terminal list. Dark Wolf, by the way.
No shit.
Yeah. He is.
Who?
Yeah, Patrick Schwarzenegger.
And White Lotus season 4.
And in White Lotus season 4.
Patrick Schwarzenegger.
Don't watch that one with the kids.
Is Dark Wolf the one that just came out? That's the prequel. Yeah, that's the one that I think Patrick Schwarzenegger's in.
He's in Dark Wolf?
Is that what it's saying?
Patrick Schwarzenegger?
Yeah.
I don't recognize him.
But
I see the terminal list.
Okay.
He's in the terminal list.
I was like,
not Dark Wolf. He's in the original.
Oh, the OG. The OG.
He's in the OG.
God, that scene in Jingle All the Way.
I ain't putting it together.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Jamie, your dad is so proud of you. He loves you.
Yeah.
Well, he's not here. How do you know that? Because Jamie, I'm your father. Dude, that jetpack scene, oh my God.
I showed Kat for the first time that movie the other day. I didn't realize or remember how crazy the jetpack scene was. Because in my mind, it's all could happen. Yeah. And then he's flying around on a jetpack doing 360s above him. I'm like, okay, never mind.
Shit.
Never mind.
Ultraman, is that what the guy's name was? Was it Ultraman?
Turbo.
Turbo Man.
Yeah, Turbo Man.
Oh, great call, dude.
Turbo time.
Oh, it's double time. Oh my God.
Let's hit the voicemails. 601 the dads, call in for a chance to be featured on the show. Again, whether it's a dad win, a dad loss, call in to check in, give us some game, put us on a dad hack, something to put in the survival kit, whatever it is. Call in 601 the dads. We will feature you on the show. Let's rip them.
Shocked that no dads have farted into the voicemail, by the way.
Oh, don't challenge them.
I'm just saying. I'm shocked that we haven't gotten any fart voicemails. Elf on a Shelf help. Here we go.
What's up, boys? This is Kenny from Georgia. Huge fan of the show. I'm a 26-year-old, soon-to-be father of 2. Got an almost 4-year-old little boy right now.
Kenny.
And the wife and I are expecting the second one coming up here first week of March. Super pumped to be a dad again. Can't wait to dive head first back into the newborn trenches. I did have a question, though. With Christmas time coming up, this is the first year that we have been participating in the Elf on the Shelf deal at the house. I'm absolutely on a heater right now. I've bought in. We are producing, and it's going well. But I'm starting to get to the point where I'm shooting off the hip, and I'm looking for some new ideas. Curious to see, are y'all doing the elf thing at your houses? If you are, maybe you got some stories, maybe you got some advice, need some new ideas, looking for some fresh content in the house right now. So appreciate it. Thank y'all.
A couple questions.
Kenny, by the way, that was Kenny.
Shout out Kenny. Kenny, thank you for calling in. Listen, your boy, I was never an Elf on the Shelf guy, so I don't even know the rules of Elf on the Shelf. I was the type of kid to where, since I didn't know what was going on, I got older, my boys were talking about Elf on the Shelf. I bet that shit sounds gay, bro.
Will, let me introduce you. Hey, to quote
I'm just being honest. That's young Will. I'm not saying that now. I would love to embrace. Yeah, Elf on the Shelf. That's some pussy shit, dude. You talk about Elf on the Shelf? So what happens?
Elementary school was essentially just Shane Gillis. Who just kind of gay. Kind of gay.
Dude, that shit sounds weak, man.
Bro, this elf's fucking up your house and your dad hasn't done shit about it.
So that's my first question.
Gay?
What is explain Elf on the Shelf? Because I don't even know what it is. Charles brought it up this year. We didn't do it, or we didn't get into it. I don't know if we're too late. Like if you have to do it starting on the first.
No, not at all. A prime example.
Yes.
We're too late now to do it.
Sure, but next year you can we can.
Yeah.
Okay.
You buy the Elf on the Shelf. Perfect example for this right here, our studio. If we had our own Elf on a Shelf, you would have all these feathers scattered all over, and you'd have the elf sitting right there, so that the kids go, "Who made this mess?" And then little elf sitting there, "Oh my gosh, the elf did it." And he only operates at night when they're sleeping. And he goes around and he does little mischievous things around the house. But he also watches you to make sure that you're being good, or else he'll tell Santa Claus.
Yeah, it's kind of a tool that.
That sounds like a horror movie.
No, it's great. You can have an elf. Listen, hear this out. You can have an elf around, right? And let's say Rue is acting up for whatever reason. You'd be like, hey, elf, whatever you name him, he's watching all the time. Like, and if he's going to every night, whenever you go to sleep, the magic in the elf is that when they go to sleep, the elf reports back to Santa, tell him what he saw for that day. And then that's when you move them around the house and stuff. And like you said, sure, you can have them do fun stuff, but it's a tool that like you can't touch them or else the magic goes away.
I did see the video where this mom like put the chicken bones and you killed him because you touched him.
Yeah.
The idea that came up for Kenny of just creative stuff, I would go nuclear with it. Yeah. I would park the car a little bit in the front yard and just have the elf sitting up there on the steering wheel. Hey, who parked the car like that? Who moved my car? Oh, honey, look at the elf. He parked my car like that. That's crazy.
Yeah, then your car's stuck there all day because you can't move them.
That's true.
If you get good videos, parents at home, please tag us because we would love to be a part of it. Because the best one I've seen is the kids will get drawn on and the elf will be sitting there with a Sharpie. And the parents are like, why'd you guys draw on your face? And the kid's like, what? And goes to the bathroom and they got glasses and like a mustache, and the elf did it with a marker, and the parents, oh, dude, if you do it at home, please tag us. I'd love to reshare that.
That'd be fun.
Is it the one with the Irish girl? I can't believe you've done this.
Speaking of KitchenAid.
So basically the elf is just the authority.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a tool, the mechanism.
Wait, why is the elf calling the shots and not Willy?
No. I'm just trying to learn this game. So you just have the elf sitting somewhere
elf
randomly, and
sits.
it's like,
Yes.
hey, elf saw you
that
do
elf's
something.
going to tell Santa if you mess up, but the kid can't touch it because then it breaks the whole allure of the elf being a real thing in your house. But parents do it in a way where it's like, there was one we got tagged in. It was like a bathtub and there was dirt in it, and they did a Elf on a Shelf monster jam, and it was all these monster trucks, and it was like, oh, look, the elf when you were asleep had a monster truck jam, and it's just cute and fun, but it's for the kids to believe that Santa's watching them all the time, so they'd be good. So some sicko parent was like, I don't want my kid fucking around anymore. Elf.
I saw a Seaman Team Sixer with got a KitchenAid, and they put a Barbie doll on the KitchenAid and turned it on slow, so it was spinning, and the elf on the shelf was sitting there with some dollar bills in his hands. I was like, what are we doing? Elf on the Shelf has gone full heel. He's gone full heel. But it's crazy what people do.
So I could have the elf just sitting on Rue's dresser, and Rue wakes up in the morning, and I could have the elf just sitting there with a knife.
Yeah.
And Rue wakes up and sees herself, and now I'm just next to Rue, and I'm like, he saw you didn't eat your dinner last night.
I don't think that's. I think it's a little extreme. But
That's hardcore. That's a horror movie.
you don't have to do it like that.
but you could.
But you could.
But you could.
The Polaroid, baby.
She just wakes up and goes into the bathroom to brush her teeth. He's sitting there with lighter fluid in one. Honey, oh my God.
I get elf on a shelf. You put a little 51 jersey on it. That's Willy one elf right there.
Oh, no. Honey, he must have seen you ask me to, hey, come look at this a bunch of times. He must not like that. He must want me to be able to watch the B. Diddy doc. I think he wants me to watch the doc, honey.
Oh, I'm thinking about the Willy one elf now.
It could be good.
Just always standing over the elf. Every time you move elf on a shelf, it's just Willy one elf standing over it.
Willy one elf on a shelf. Hey, next year could go crazy with Willy one elf on a shelf. That could go crazy. I would buy one. Wedding pop quizzes is our second call.
Sherm, Will, Brooks here from Mississippi, currently in Dallas. Seaman Team Sixer right here, and I love it. Getting married in May, so
Shoutout.
pumped for that. The fiance told me expectations she wanted to do the planning. I didn't have to worry about it. I get some stuff here and there, you know. What color flowers do you like? Do you like this linen tablecloth? Opinions are all wrong.
Yeah.
Just shake it off. Keep going. But, you know, getting closer to time, getting around family and friends.
Yeah.
Everyone's asking how the planning is. Here I am just standing there, you know, just nodding, talking. Here it comes out of left field. Quizzes. Hot pop quizzes talking about where is it at? What's our band name? What's all this and that? Hey, I know it's in Mississippi. I know it's in May 16th.
Yes, sir.
That's pretty much it. Everyone laughing. I'm the butt of the joke.
Oh, Brooks.
I just got to sit there, shake my head. Hey, sorry about that. Sherm, as you know, wiener dog. Here's something that goes
Wiener
crazy.
dogs, man.
Yes, sir, Brooks.
Shake my head. They're laughing at me. This is a different type, but good. This is what it's going to be like from now on.
Yeah.
Butt of the joke. But hey, we're going to keep going. Love y'all boys. Keep it moving. Seaman Team 6 out.
Brooks, to quote last week, welcome to the fucking show, brother.
Brooks is on his way to becoming a Bill Compton. This is the dad that you laugh at, you laugh with. Yeah. Oh, look at Brooks over there. Look at him. He don't know he don't know how to unlock this door.
But I'll tell you where Brooks will be on May 16th. He'll be in his penguin suit, standing right where he needs to stand in order to say I do and do the ring. He knows all the main things that he needs to hit. Everything else,
You know, people are hitting him with, you writing your own vows? And he's like, what are you talking about? We got to write our own? I thought you just, in sickness and in health. Like, yeah, those are vows you can say, but are you guys, do you not?
when are you doing the wedding dress reveal? Wait, what do you, like when she walks out for the ceremony? You talking about that?
What dudes do the diaper party?
Oh, yeah, like a bachelor party?
No, diaper. Like, don't guys do? Yeah, like a diaper party.
Oh, for when you're having a baby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's when you're having it.
Yeah.
Willy, see, right there, Brooks.
There we go.
That's how you're gonna.
There we go. Yeah, you're talking about the wedding shower, I believe, with the kid.
Oh, we do the diaper party? Yeah, when you're having
He did. Hey, make sure y'all bring the newborn diapers too when you come to the diaper party. It's right after the bachelor party.
They got sizes on these diapers? I thought you just get the Pampers.
We're gonna be at Shady Oaks Country Club. Tea times at this time. Y'all be there for the bachelor party. I don't know what the bachelor party gifts are. Apparently, I gotta get my bachelor some gifts, but I thought my company was enough.
Yeah, groomsmen, the groomsmen gifts.
Oh yeah,
That'll shock you.
that'll shock you. Yeah, get some good groomsmen gifts, Brooks. I did some cool buffalo hide leather wallets with like guys' initials in it. Real nice and easy. The price tag wise, it leaned more to the expensive, but it wasn't like terrible.
I got the boys this like whiskey smoker.
Oh, that's nice for like old fashions and stuff. That's sick.
I think Nick is probably the only one who used it.
Oh,
Nick would hit me up. I just smoked this bourbon.
Bro, Nick.
I just smoked this rum.
Nick
boy.
I really want to meet Nick in person. We could talk
He's
about
the
that
man,
off
bro.
the pod, but I really want to hang out with Nick. God, that's no surprise to me. No surprise.
Yeah, he's the man. He's a purist. You get him a gift, he was like diving into all things whiskey.
Yeah.
All things whiskey.
I'm trying to think what else, dude. Yeah, there's going to be so many little things. Hey, if you want to sound smart, dude, just find out like the little things about your wedding. I would even kind of push for like one big thing of like, it's going to be the guy's thing. For us, Jill's mom was like, hey, what if we had a cigar cutter there that was like rolling up cigars and cutting cigars? I said, absolutely, we should do that. So then I like leaned really heavy into that, and I would talk about that when people would bring up the wedding. So I didn't have to answer a lot of questions because I'd be like, hey, we're gonna have a cigar cutter there. It's gonna be kind of nice. And then nobody's really worried about anything else because you just told them the most exciting part of your wedding.
Yeah. You won't be involved in a whole lot.
No.
Which is okay. All I cared about is we got a couple apps that I wanted. I don't even know if we got toasted ravioli, but I was like, I want either toasted ravioli or Rocky Mountain oysters. You ever had a Rocky Mountain oyster?
Oh, that's right. The bull testicles.
Bull testicles. Yeah, man. They're tasty.
Yes. Very, very.
We got emails here again. If you are international and or you'd rather just write in instead of leave a voicemail, 601thedads@gmail.com. And here we go. We got one here from Luke Jones. Shout out, Luke. Men, after 4 months of buds training, I am now standing by for orders to PT6 in June. Good. Wifey has been in the trenches with morning sickness. Not so good, but also good. We've tried all traditional approaches: nausea bands, cold wraps, brat diet, preggy pops. Doesn't help that the military has us living 26 hours from home, so family support is tough. I fly for a living, so the wifey is home alone a lot. She's going to be one tough MT6 member. We're looking for any intel on things that help your spouses or things from fellow PT6 members. We don't care how weird they are. We will try it. Much love to the boys in the studio. Started listening to the show a couple months ago, and your boy is caught up. P.S. Olipop Crisp Apple is the fucking shit. Sorry for cussing. And the Dark Wolf before Terminalist recommendation is elite. Very respectfully, Luke from North Carolina, Florida, L.A., now North Dakota.
Luke, hopping around.
The morning sickness, I don't have anything. I feel like Charles got it for a little bit, but not too badly. And I could be messing that whole thing up. She could be sitting there right now like, bullshit, dude. You just weren't any help.
Pregnancy pops are a real thing. Jill didn't have it too terribly, but she did have some morning sickness. Pregnancy pops are great, but the thing that really helped her, they sell them at Walmart, Target, any grocery store. It's like these little candies. And you can find them in the like pharmacy aisle, but it's like these little pregnancy morning sickness candies that are almost like a Jolly Rancher. And those really help Jill. She would throw 2 of those in at a time and they taste like candy. Those were the trick, Luke. And that's just for Jill. I don't know if that's going to solve your MT6ers issues, but hang in there. And your MT6er sounds like an absolute.
Yeah, we need PT6 to sound off in the comments to help our boy.
Yeah, please.
Help our boy Luke.
That would be huge. I have a comment before the emails that I forgot to read. This one comes from MT6er boys. I cannot tell you how much I love this podcast. My husband, Trevor, put me on while I was pregnant with our first child back over the summer, and I was hooked. I love y'all's dynamic and banter. We now have a 3.5-month-old little boy named Cooper. Coop.
Shout out Coop.
Shout out Coop. And listening to the pod is a part of my daily routine. I stay up late to pump and listen for 30 minutes at night while I make bottles, clean the kitchen, and mentally prepare for the next day. Keep doing what you're doing. Much love from Milk Team 6. Thank you.
Let's go.
That came from Sarah Clegan.
Shout out Sarah. Dude, MT6 is showing out, man.
They really are. They like actually really are. It's awesome to see. I meant to read that one earlier because that was a really cool one.
Yeah, I got another one here from an MT6er, Katie Witt. Will and Sherm, I just want to send a quick message for hubby and I. Maybe we get a shout out on the pod. My husband is currently Seaman Team 6 and rounds are literally getting shot. This pod gets us both hyped for the next chapter, hopefully soon. We've already been using Embrace the Suck and Good in our house, and we are fully bought in. Wit Team just wanted to give you both a huge shout out. You guys truly rock, and your podcast means more than you know. Thank you for everything you put out there. Keep doing what you're doing, Andrew and Katie. Andrew and Katie, shout out, especially Katie writing in from an MT6er. From the MT6 squad.
Absolute sicko, Katie. Andrew, enjoy Shockwave, brother. Y'all just keep on shooting.
Yeah, look, keep on shooting, bro. You are, as the man, you get drained. You know what I mean?
Make sure you're eating a lot of steak.
And make sure you stay hydrated, man.
Make sure you drink a lot of water, eat a lot of chicken and steak.
Yeah. And when the women are on, they're trying to wake me up and about.
They're going to let you know. They're going to say, honey, it's time.
Yeah.
Get your Six Flags tickets. Get your Flash Pass. We go ride. We're going to ride that Shockwave. 2 loops on it. 2 loops. This one comes from Aaron Swandle. Hey, boys. New listener as of last month, but part of PT6 for 4.5 years. We've got a 4.5-year-old girl and almost 2-year-old boy. Just wanted to share a little reminder that we're all out here embracing the suck together. Today was... ... a lot. Started with the morning meeting before daycare drop-off. Whatever, normal chaos. But the real storm came later. My wife and I only have 1 car. So I pick her up from work. Then we get the kids from daycare, like usual. Side note, we also have an 8-year-old dog. And because we apparently hate peace, we added a 3-month-old puppy 2 weeks ago. Aaron. We get home at 4 p.m. My wife has to leave at 4:15 to get our daughter to dance. We let the dogs out and they're buzzing. I'm unloading the kids' lunch boxes and one is completely destroyed. Good. I'm trying to order a new one on my phone while my wife is changing our son's massive diaper situation. This guy's in the trenches. My daughter's dancing around me, singing, clinging to my arm while I'm trying to buy this lunchbox. My wife comes out, hands me the dirty diaper. I toss it in the trash and immediately notice it kind of splattered. Interesting. I look up and the puppy is licking something off the hardwood. It is, in fact, the shit. Then I see it on the rug. Good. Then I look at the puppy again. Also, shit all over. Good. I run her upstairs for a fast bath before my wife has to leave. From downstairs, I hear, the other dog has shit on him too, honey. Good. Send him up. I bathe both dogs. Look down and realize I have shit on my pants. Good. It's now 4:15. I come downstairs with the dogs and my wife is washing our daughter's hair in the kitchen sink because, yes, she also had shit in her hair. Good. Only thing that got me through was your show, especially Sherm's story about the dog locked in the nursery. I felt so seen. Anyway, appreciate what you guys do. You seriously make me feel less alone in this dad journey. Much love.
I love the storytelling too. Nothing gets me going more
Great
than
story.
people sending in their
Great
stories
writer.
with good.
Yeah. I got one more. I'll go speed tour on it. Via email, Jacob says, "What's up, Will and Sherm and the boys? PT6 are here to an awesome 9-year-old stepson and a 2-year-old boy who I can only assume has CTE from his wild stunts. Just wanted to say what you guys have done creating this community of support, honesty, and showing the fun in less than ideal moments of fatherhood has helped me more than you can ever imagine. Every week, I look forward to listening in and getting a break from reality with a laugh and some dad advice. Me and my amazing wife decided it was time to head back to Bud's and have one last kid. We found out in mid-November that she was pregnant, and last week had the first ultrasound. Boys, I feel like I have been dropped into a war zone as the radiology tech gave us the news that my wife is pregnant with twins. The only reaction I could get out was just laughter that turned into a 1,000-yard stare as I realized we are not prepared for twins at all. Now I need a little advice. In parentheses, probably a lot of advice, but we'll stick with just one. I think I'm most worried about me and my wifey being caught up in everyday chaos that comes with 4 kids and 3 of them being under the age of 3. How do you guys manage to make time for each other and prioritize date nights or just one-on-one time in the chaos? Any tips or things you guys do to keep the flame alive while in the trenches of newborn and toddler phases? Much love for what you guys have created in the community that you've grown. Gonna keep this one anonymous as we won't be announcing until sometime January. So let's just make a note that blank, that last email, wants to remain anonymous.
Yeah. Ooh. Twins.
I said his name while I was reading the email too.
If I got the news of twins, fear would just take over my body. I don't see how parents of twins do it. Like Roan from Barstool.
Yeah, I was about to say, you know who is somebody that I really want to have a with and talk with is Roan.
Dude, we should get Roan on. Roan would be awesome. Because anytime,
great.
That was their first shot at it was twins. So all he knows is twins. So that's basically what he says. Is like, I don't know what I don't know. Like my first experience is twins, so I don't know any other life. Like, yeah, it seems difficult and hard. But I'm just thinking, dude, knowing, like, again, you have Scotty, 5 months. Like, imagine twins, bro.
It was great. A look into what Roan is going through with twins at the Super Bowl. We had the pleasure of having dinner with him in New Orleans. And that was super.
Yeah.
And while we were sitting there, I happened to be sitting next to him during the meal. And Will says, "Hey, both of y'all are having kids, blah, blah." Well, that just hits it off. We start talking about all the shit we're going through and we're laughing. We're talking about, oh, well, I'm doing this. I'm dealing with this, blah, blah, blah. And at the end of it, with perfect comedic timing, he just goes, "Sherman, think about everything that you just said, though, and multiply that by 2.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, shit.
I could not imagine, dude, the double, not like the double bedtimes, but like, say you get one down and the other's still awake. You know what I mean? Like you finally get one down and you're just like, gosh, dude, you're going to wake up your brother. You're going to wake up your sister.
Yes. I was thinking about those solo Saturdays I do. Jill and I were laughing. I was like, could you even imagine me with twins on one of those solo Saturdays?
Then if like one, you know, one's sleeping well, the other one's not, but the one that's not is always waking up the one who you are assuming is sleeping well.
Yes.
Oh man, God bless you, bro. Good luck out there. Good luck out there.
I don't have any advice for Jacob other than recruit an army, dude. Recruit an army. Get the in-laws.
Yeah, raising a kid takes a village. The twins, and again, 3 under 3.
Oh, dude, he's a sicko. He's gone through it. He knows what he's doing. But twins is going to take an army.
Yeah.
You got to call in. I'm calling the Goon Berets, by God. Like, I'll take any help. If you can hold a baby, you're a part of the army. Come join.
This is one where you're having them conversations with God. You know what I mean? Because he's got the stepson. He's got the one that's how old? 2 or 3?
2. Yeah,
That's 2 years old. So he understands the suck of like raising, like embracing the suck of raising that first one, like getting through sleep training, whatever it is, getting them to sleep through the night, the tantrums. He's in the thick of it right now with 2-year-olds and their tantrums.
That 9-year-old stepson is about to become his best friend.
Yeah, he knows the world of raising one. Now he's sitting there thinking, how in the fuck am I going to do it with 2?
9-year-old stepson's a part of the army now.
Yeah. Or you're just looking.
Welcome to the ranks, brother.
Why did you have to do this to me?
You're pretty funny. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
You're a funny dude. But yeah,
he was asking though, prioritizing the relationship, prioritizing wifey, which we do talk about that often.
Very.
It's just intentional prioritizing with the wife, because your relationship with your wife, as far as that fun flair, all of that stuff where it's you two against the world, that is like that priority basically falls down to the bottom, because you're both in your brain sacrificing everything for everything else to function. Whether it be work, whether it be the kids, whether it be I'm worn out, I'm this. Like you're all prioritizing each other while you're trying to handle your own business, that we always forget to prioritize the relationship, the marriage.
And speaking on, this is the perfect episode because you had brought up traditions. I really, really like, I have to set a tradition of a date night with Jill. And I really want to make that happen. Whereas in the books, this is date night. We have date night. If you don't do it and don't set it on a schedule and make it a priority, as Willy One Shelf says, it ain't gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen.
And by God, we have to do it. And I think that's probably the move for anybody, including myself.
You have to, bro.
You have to do it.
And I'm hearing you talk, and it's like my boy, who was earlier in the episode. Is it what was his name? I'm blanking on his name.
Oh,
who wrote into us?
He's not doing well. And yes,
like you just have to take yourself by the throat, put yourself against the wall. I'm talking to you, Sherman. You just say,
yes,
wake the fuck up and do it. It's like Tony Robbins had this quote that I would always think about, where it's like, you got to turn your shoulds into musts. Like you got to stop saying, we need to do this. We should do this, blah, blah, blah. Just you've got to do it. You've got to prioritize and be intentional, or it'll never happen. And it takes both of you to prioritize it, because calendars, schedules, kids, work, everything, life goes fast. And next thing you know, like I'm sitting here at the end of the year right now, like, man, I ain't do shit for my New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
I can't wait to reset the clock and say all the things I'm going to do next year. And now I'm in my head thinking I'll be letting myself down again next year. And it's like that conversation right there is where I got to proverbially. Right there is where I just got to grab myself by the throat, bro. And just Will, stop fucking talking to yourself like this. Stop already planning for the failure, that you're just basically putting a quarter in the machine and you're going to do it again. No, it's got to end. You got to be sick and tired of being sick and tired about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I digress. You got a lesson?
I do.
Because I'll be honest with you. It's 10:36 right now. I'm starting to get sleepy. We got a big Monday tomorrow.
Same.
We got to get ripping. I actually have this is one from an Instagram that I follow called The Stoics. So this isn't parenthood. This is just, to me, something I have bookmarked that I feel like plays into a few of the themes we've been talking about tonight. Okay, so The Stoics on Instagram. You create the majority of your misery. Your opinion takes harmless moments and poisons them with fear, insult, and catastrophe. Nothing out there is destroying you. Your own opinion is. You become the enemy inside your own mind, and you feel every blow you deliver to yourself. So just a simple quote from the Stoics, with 2 C's if you want to follow that on Instagram.
Strong internal dialogue. Keep a strong internal dialogue.
It's all internal dialogue, Sherm.
It's all internal dialogue. This one is based around the 400-meter dash. I ran the 400-meter dash in high school. I have a lot of love for track, and I thought it'd be fun to compare the strategy of a 400-meter dash with fatherhood.
Okay.
With parenting. I'll keep it quick.
Give us some game.
Recently passed away legendary coach Clyde Hart. He coached at Baylor. He coached Michael Johnson, Jeremy Warner, LaShawn Merritt, and most decorated track athlete in U.S. history, Allison Felix. Those are basically the 4 biggest names in the 400 meter. This guy knows what he's talking about. Coach Hart said the 400 isn't about how fast you can run. It's about how slow you can slow down. We'll break it down for you. The strategy of a 400 meters from the 0 to the 50 meter mark, you want to have a fast, powerful start, but not go all out sprint to start. How does that work with fatherhood? That's waking up on purpose, not in a panic, getting the kids moving while staying calm, cool, and collected, being present, eye contact, jokes, hugs at the door. You are setting the tone for the day, not trying to win the entire day in that moment, but setting the tone for it. 50 meter to 200 meter mark. This is the most important phase of the race. This is where you have to run hard and stay loose, upright posture, smooth arms, controlled breathing. You should feel fast without forcing it. For fatherhood, that's locking in at work, being productive, reliable, focused. No unnecessary stress carried from home, having that strong internal dialogue, staying poised in the moment. You're running hard, but you're in control. 200 to 300 meters, that's when you attack the curve. And I fucking love, did you run track?
Yeah,
in high school?
In middle school. I did my freshman year, but not a lover of track like yourself.
Yes. My favorite part of the 400 meter race is attacking the curve.
Attack the fucking curve.
It's the 200 to 300 mark where you are starting to feel tired.
Yeah.
It's starting to hit, but you have this curve and this natural inertia that you can lean into and use that pain with the momentum that you already have going into the turn. The race starts to bite at this moment. Focus on maintaining mechanics and not speeding up. How does that apply to fatherhood? Mental shift your gears before you pick up the kids or before you get home. Take that extra breath in the car. Get in the right mindset. If you are not currently in the right mindset, check yourself a little bit. Put the phone away. Remember, your kids don't need exhausted you. They need present you. They need you to show up. 300 to 400 meters. That's when you finish strong. That's when you make sure you're still picking up your knees, and have a good evening at home. If we're going to apply it to fatherhood, asking your kids about their day, asking your wife about their day, being patient, even when you're drained, help lead bath time, dishes, bedtime, homework, dinner, any of those routines. No quitting mentally just because you're home. And I applied his quote from earlier. It was, the 400 isn't about how fast you can run. It's about how slow you can slow down. And in dad terms, the best dads aren't the loudest or the flashiest, high octane 24/7. They're the ones who slow down the least when it gets hard.
Well done. That was really good.
Thank you.
Great analogy.
Thank you. The old proverbial 400 meter.
Proverbial?
As they
right?
say in dodgeball, underdog story, the proverbial pumpkin.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Good sode, boys.
Great sode.
Make sure you take out the trash. We love you. We appreciate you. Continue to leave comments. Make sure you're subscribed. Again, you can go to bwtb.com to get For the Dads merch. Anything to sign off with? Sherm?
I love this community. Thank you for leaving comments. Thank you for sending stories, even when they're DMs to our personal pages. I love reading them. And everybody that purchased Black Friday stuff, it was our absolute pleasure to get to send those videos to you guys. And it was really fun. And thank you for taking the time to buy stuff for our Black Friday sale.
You crushed those videos. You crushed the videos, bro.
Thank you.
It was good work.
It was very fun.
Hey, embrace the suck. Papa Team 6, Seaman Team 6, Milk Team 6, Goon Berets, Those in Butts Training. Have a great week. We'll see you next week.
Fellow Papa Team 6 member here and Santa's little helper, aka Madeline. About to go out and do some Christmas shopping. We call it Mr. Mom Friday. But want to ask you guys for something. We've had a lot of first responders on lately. And you guys definitely need to come up with a morale patch because we love those. If you guys make one, I will replace this one that's been on the back of my helmet for about 5-6 years now, and I'll rep Papa to number 6.
Oh my gosh.
Right?